Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the biggest showdown of the season. The stage is set, the lights are on, and the destiny awaits two of the fiercest team we have seen so far.
It's been a journey of clutch plays, upsets, and pure brilliance, and now only two remain standing tall. On one side, Team IGN, the sharpshooters with raw mechanical power and fearless aggression,
And on the other, Busan Esports, the master of coordination, discipline, and cold-blooded execution.
Both teams have bled through the brackets, conquered the chaos, and earned their spot right here under the greatest lights of them all.
The crowd's on fire, the pressure is sky high, because this is where legacies are made and only one name will be remembered.
Ladies
And gentlemen, this is the MEA x FEAI Grand Fest 1 Grand Finale. Team IGN versus
Busan Esports.
Let the war begin. And see, that's the energy we need to maintain, right?
Absolutely.
So this is where we'll see both these teams go on against each other for a best of 7 man. We have Team DABX IGN onto the right side, that is the left side this time, going for the first pick, and Team Busan Esports. And what do we talk about them? You know, the less we talk, the better, or the more we talk, the more time it takes. What do you think, man?
I think we can do a little bit of both, right? Because we do have two teams right here present with us on this venue at Ardeng Tama Hall, right? So this is a grand finale, best of 7 series, and there are obviously no breaks. This will not just test your skills, your draft, your execution, like how good you are at that retribution. It's going to test your endurance, both physically and mentally, because it is going to be a taxing thing. At home, you're playing like maybe at the AC, right? Sitting at the bed and everything. But here, you're at the venue, you're sitting at the desk, your opponents are in face of you, and you have to take that pressure. There are people in the audience, right? And you
Absolutely.
have to meet that pressure because your game is being visible to the offline and the online audience.
Oh my god, man. I think the nerves couldn't be much higher than this, right?
Absolutely.
The stakes are even much more higher. Both these teams have fought well and fought hard. For Team DABX IGN, they got taken down to the lower bracket. However,
They climb back.
exactly, for Team Busan Esports, they have been the unstoppable force. I think they have cleared most of their games.
All upper brackets.
Yeah, so you can see, this is like the undefeated team versus the team that incurred a loss but climbed their way back. Meaning that they have something to prove, right?
Who's stronger? Like
Exactly.
the one whose will has remained undefeated, the one who has not been taken down a single time, or the team that was taken down but they climbed back that mountain with their sheer will. Who is stronger? I would say for now at least it's still equal. The score sits at 0-0. We can't just continue on and on. We have to focus on the draft, but I'm just taking the time because of course it's the grand finals. It's such a long journey, but of course it boiled down to this 3-day LAN event where of course they went head to head so many times against each other, and this is the last one, the final stretch in the marathon. The final stretch takes the most breaths, because this is where you're exhausted, this is where everything is spent, all of your strategies are exposed, unless we can see something new, of course, and that's why we're here. It's a best of 7, anything can happen. Let's just see. IGN starts it off with something slower, and they're going to be going with Fredrin.
Absolutely, the Fredrin is a really good start. We did not talk about the bans. I think it's really good. But at the same time, you can see how these teams are drafting, right? For Team Busan Esports, Art has got his power pick. That is going to be the Kalea. And that is 27. That is Summers getting onto the Lapu Lapu. We have seen him making statements time and again. But at the same time, they have flexed this Lapu Lapu. Yesterday, Fate came in clutch. He just came for the second game and he's, bagged the ticket to the grand finale, man. How about that?
I mean, everybody thinks, right, that only people who play go late, they're mostly going to be sticking to the marksman, right? Or maybe at the most, they will play a mage, a magic-based damage, like the Harith, the Lunox, or at the most, they'll go for Ruby, right? But no, he showed that you can actually play this guy on that lane as well. And because of that, this is just how impressive this team, Busan Esports, right? They have all members, right? we thought the synergy might be an issue, but they have showed it feels like they have been together since the day one of this Grand Fest 1 itself. How impressive is that? And wow, we're finally getting the portraits.
Damn.
We're getting to see them in their beautiful jerseys and everything.
The boys are looking good, man.
IGN is matching ours,
Yeah, and we are matching the click prints, right? But at the same time, let that be away from the thing, okay? For now, you can see the draft is really centric to the 3 main picks for IGN. They're going for the jungle, the goal, as well as the mid lane. This is pretty much a very honest draft coming from their end. They cannot really flex it too much from here on. However, for Busan Esports, the Kale and the Farsa will go to the respective lanes, that is the mid and the roam. However, for Fate, I feel he can pick this up hero, but he can also tell 27, that is Summers, just go for the Lapu Lapu. At this point, the Esmeralda is still open, it's not really banned, which is a potential counter to the Lapu Lapu as well as the Harriet. So they can still try and pick it up. It's a good hero to have, but for now, I feel for Dabex IGN, they cannot really overload their draft with too much of a magic-based composition here. It will really hamper the overall gameplay.
This is like the fact that they have already basically kind of solidified the fact that they're going for 2 of the main magic-based damage dealers. That kind of already helps the fact that Art right now can just settle in with that Radiant and the Athena, rush it as much as possible soon. But at the same time, just like that, they do have 2 more, heroes still left out. DXP here, usually when you go for the Fredrin, you do want the XP lane to be a little bit more damage dealing, right? Because if you go for a utility as well, it is very easy. Side of Busan Esports, they just know we just gotta kill Kimi and the Harriet. That's it, right? But on the other side, Fate shows up with the Moskov, and Phoebe is actually such a perfect thing,
Yeah.
Not just he is such a sandbaggy thing, doesn't get taken down easily, takes 100 punches to the face. He also dishes out so much damage.
Why do I feel like an Esmeralda jungle will be the best option for Busan Esports at this point? You look at the shield the side of Team IGN has. Even Fredrin can get cancelled. You just go for the Esmeralda jungle, and
You're so right.
But I mean, it's Busan Esports. They can still try and pick up something else. The Assassins are off the table, of course, and the YES is not an option. I don't think so. The CC, not the CC, but the Joy could be a very good pick against the Fredrin. But they are going for the Alpha, which we have not really seen being a very, trendy pick, at least in the very least, among most of the teams, and even at the pro scene, we have not been witnessing that the Alpha is a really direct counter towards the draft. But I do understand the idea from the side of Busan Esports. They want to have the true damage to try and melt down the Stranky frontliners. The Fredrin is really chunky, so is the Phobius with those continuous infernal pursuit. So, hey man, I think it's a good thing, but at the same time, both the teams have their counters as well as the pick that they're really going for. But we'll take one final look at the draft here before we go into the game number 1.
Mirio.
But hey, what do you think?
They're looking all shiny and everything, right? But look at Mirio.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Bro's got that faker. That's just crazy, but oh my god. Which so wholesome, right? He's so happy to be here. It's just like, oh, I'm so happy, and we should be happy as well. Because Shinryu,
yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the game number 1 in the MEX FEAI Grand Fest. This is the best of 7, the grand finale of the event, that is a LAN event, and you're watching this live from the Ardeng Toama Hall. It's the energy surreal, and the atmosphere couldn't be even best for these teams to actually play this match, and we'll see how these teams played out, man.
absolutely right, Shinryu, because we're gonna be, of course, this is gonna be a match of everything that we've already discussed. Endurance, your physical, mental prowess, your drafting has already been done. Both of them do have, I would say, very equalized, right? They do have their weaknesses, but they do have much strengths. But there is an engage going on the mid. Just for that little Wanderer, Art is getting a lot of pressure right there, and this could have been a first blood if it wasn't for that flicker on play. So with it, they will just take it back. But right now, Art, you don't have that flicker. Your next engages, you have to watch out, because there's a lot of damage, but Senju also retaliates back.
Yeah, both of them are pretty low, which also needs to get back, because you can see the 3 purifies coming out from the side of Team IGN. They do not at all want to get CC'd out there, so really good. But for Mirio, he's actually on a flicker. He's not actually on towards a vengeance, which is actually practically see. But at the same time, I do think the first kill, like see, we saw in the yesterday.
First kill,
4
flicker.
minutes, right?
Yep.
First kill flicker, and at the same time, the first kill, the first blood of the game. Last time, for the side of MEA, it came at the 4-minute mark, man. Really slow gameplay. But this time, it is again a slow one. Both the teams, they want to try and get that level 4. The first turtle still waits though.
First blood, first turtle might be showing up any second right now, because of course the turtle gets really messy right here, because I've been noticing these teams, they really like to, because you see, when there's a goal laner that can be easily picked off, you try to go for that, opposite lane engage. Let them take the turtle, you take out the goal laner. But this is the best of the best fighting against each other, right? You have Aaron the creator and Fate. You can't go for the gold lane versus gold lane engage. You have to go for this turtle fight. And right now we're already seeing some action here. Level 4's in. We might see Raden coming in with that clutch retribution still. Let's see if it will happen. There we go.
Turtle dance, there is the Tsunami Slam AOG. Not the AOG, but the SOD does connect. Respecting the turtle, but there's the Feather Strike on the backline. First blood will be created by Miro the creator, but on the backline you can see taking down the Wish. Not Wish, but there's a 1000, and Wish will fall in the hands of Summers, and they will find another kill. Mirio the creator falls.
Back again, we got the flicker combo right away, and he gets that first blood. You were talking about it, and he made it into an execution, literally a reality being made. But Busan Esports, clearly the turtle doesn't favor them. What really favors is the kills. They are 3 up ahead on that score against just 1. They have already accumulated 1,000 goal lead under 3 minutes, which is a massive when you consider this is just under that 5-minute mark. Very early stage. We're not even into that early to mid phase where usually you would see the gold rise up to be a little bit more to that 1, 2, 3. But anyways, for now they're gonna be going for an invasion. Can they do the same? Raden is here though, so they cannot do it. Raden right here, respect. But yep, let's look at the itemization. Only first items in. I'm curious who's not buying the boots. Okay, there we go, Swimmers. But look at that art
there again. The Tsunami Slam, the SOD is already there. There is the Feather Strike. Respect. Falls. Fate picks up the kill. There is the Zarban Force. Synchrophision, as well as the Chrono Dash is already in now. But 588 is really okay. They are not really trying to overextend this one. For the team, they are playing it a bit defensive.
They have to, because right now, especially for IGN, they need to be on that back seat for now. Because if they are not, they can get taken out really easily because of the simple fact that Swimmers right here, Lapu Lapu, has got way more damage compared to the Phoveus. Phoveus has a control and of course the tanking abilities, but here he's not going to be able to do much, at least until he gets a few more items. He's able to soak up more damage to his face. But right now, just like that, the second turtle is already up as well, and it's gonna be for the taking. Respect, obviously, with that. Brethren has that Appraiser's Retribution combo, but Alpha does the same with the charge. He can do the same thing. I think he wants to go for the steal this time.
It could be the steal. Both the teams are trying to set up that turtle. You can see they're lurking around the vicinity. The turtle pit is really going to be massive right now, because you can see the Feather Strike already bombarding the damage art with the Tsunami Slam locks in Mirio, but there will be the infernal person on the backline. But again, you can see Respect going in, but Mirio finds the turtle here. No retribution required. Zarban Force out from Aaron the creator. But Mirio the creator will be falling onto the backline. You can see Summers as well there, but the SOD will connect. He goes in. Fate by Sion. Respect gets taken down, but Aaron the creator will find art. They will be content with that. The second turtle fight is over.
They're gonna be having to contend with just the kills onto that roamer, right? They cannot really make it so. But the fact that still, oh, look at that, he's still going in right now with the Feather Strike from Senju, and Swimmers took the purple buff away. He's like, Mirio, you took the turtle. Do you mind if I take your purple away from Respect as well? Right? I'm just gonna borrow it, but I won't return it. You know, your friends do that sometimes. But anyways.
But yesterday Shinzu was absolutely a monster on that Farsa. He was able to outplay a 1v1 against Crisis. That was so good. And today again he's is playing against Harith. So I'm trying to see something similar. I mean, Shinzu might be not the massive player that you're looking at, but that boy is so good on this mage. He can control the mid lane so good, but at the same time he's against Witch, the bewitching Witch here, who can create the same magic happen. But They are against the Creator brothers. They can also create a lot of opportunities for their team.
Absolutely, they create the best for their teams and destroy their opponents. That's their main goal, right? That's why I told Meteor, you can be the destroyer, you know, you can be the yin and yang, but he decided, no, we're gonna be brothers, you know, Creator brothers, just like Scooter brothers, right? So because of that, Art wants to go in for an engage, but doesn't really find the angle just yet. So I think they're just gonna be pausing. Their turtle is basically their boxing ring so far. They're like, we only fight here in this venue, right?
Man.
Like just our dang Tomahawk, right?
Right, man.
So anyways, with it on the top, Swimmers uses that bravest fight early, but Raden,
charge.
do they want to go? Art.
Okay, no. They're just trying to poke them out, but IGN, they want to go for the engage. Meteor goes in, but they're still go there. Traction pulse locking in two. They're trying to go in full in. There is the Feather Strike. There also the Tsunami Slam taking down RS Spec on the turret. He will fall in the hand of Senzu, but there is Aaron the Creator going in and out. Meteor will find the Art, but on the back line, Summers with the bravest fighter trying to chase down the last hit. He will not fight it. He's getting slowed down, stunned, immobilized, and again he goes back in. He finds the kill. Double for Summers, and he's still going in, but which will find the shutdown. That is the revenge from his team. Is goal laner for the EXP laner.
How does Swimmers do that? Because I had this one solid second of like speechlessness because I really thought he was gonna get taken down, because of course there's like 20%, not even 20, like 20 HP left on you, right? There's no way you're gonna be winning against two heroes that have the long range, but he played it. He went inside the bush, and you know, Aaron, he bought that bait. He thought he's low, but he had that passive charge in to take him down, and because of that the score sits at 5-9 under that 8-minute mark. And with it, here comes that last turtle. It could have been Evolve the Lord in just 10 seconds, but they're going to be going for a safer road. But look at that, they're already engaging in. Oh my god.
Tsunami Slam in respect will find the turtle, but they're still trying to find a little bit of more. Meteor the Creator going for the knockup. There is a Feather Strike too. Circling Eagle at the same time. You can see there's a knockup at the same time. There is a lot of damage. There's that prison rather available there. Aaron will find the kill onto Meteor the Creator, but they're still going in for more. Garmin Force already out, but Art is really overextended here, but he's still trying to zone them out. He will find the knockup, but still, which will find the kill? Team IGN finds the trade.
Tsunami Slam after Tsunami Slams, but it's not gonna be enough for, of course, the members for IG, and they are now well ready with their purifiers. Look at that, all of them have it. So Art better watch out his positioning. Swimmers wants to go for another 1v1, is it? But I think that's a bad move. But on the other side, look at that.
Okay, there is Aaron the Creator finding one kill, but Thousand takes down the goal laner. That's a massive one. That's an assassination from the roamer. You don't get to see that every day, my boy.
Well, it is of course Saujen on that Matilda. We all know how he used to be just a Gatotkacha main. A lot of people said it was limiting, but right now it's clearly being seen that he has a better arsenal. He has that circling eagle, the airlines here that we got here, right, to this venue. So because
Matilda
of that,
Airlines.
Matilda Airlines, right? Not Indigo, guys, Matilda Airlines. But there we go. SOD connects. He's gonna be able to stop that turret from getting pushed in. 40 seconds left for the Lord, and you just know it. They're going to be up each other's necks, trying to snatch it away from each other. The score remains at 8-10 under the 10-minute mark. The goal lead is actually almost the same, few hundred difference. Not going to be creating much, but Fate, better watch out.
No, he gets taken down. Again finds himself under the ground. This time, Summers goes in though with the bravest fighter, but can he take a fail? No, he gets taken down, which finds the killing spree. Down to the backline, you can see again is a Tsunami Slam taking respect stance in, but he still survives for the shield of Thousand. But under the turret, they do not care. They will find more kills. 4 members down from side of Busan Esports. The Lord is open for Team IGN. They are marching towards it, making sure the Lord advantage stays theirs.
I think the Matilda Airlines got some really great food supply there, because somehow they're always healthy. They're somehow, even if they're getting pushed inside, we saw Respect getting pulled inside the turret by Art, Tsunami Slam, but he came out easily due to that, of course, the Matilda's support. He was able to dash out of the danger, and because of that, since Respect is alive, this is such a massive value. They are right now able to get the Lord, but oh my god, Aaron just got his main. You know, we have the Trinity build for the, you know, DHS, golden stuff. This is the golden trinity for the mages. Yep. And right now, This is basically full on true damage, and look at that. Oh, 7.7k goal lead compared to only
He's not
6.5.
back, he's not too back,
He's not too back. He's actually catching up. Rest of the members too, they are not that behind. Usually when the goal lane is so ahead, you see 4,000, but they're really good at catching up because of course it's Busan Esports. But right now, let's just see Lords walking on the top. They're really trying to sting the lanes, but look at the mid lane.
There is a Tsunami Slam locking down. Art will take a lot of damage. He is down, unstoppable from which? And the Lord is not even near the base of Team Busan Esports. They're taking a lot of casualties. The charge gets cancelled from Rarin, but they're trying to go in, knock him up and overload him with the damage. They're fighting on the turret. Thousand goes in front. There is Summers with that and there, so they will connect. But will he go for the strive? No here. Monster kill for which Summer falls, but they're taking more damage on their own turret. Fate is really low. He has to walk back to the base. The Lord is taking down the second tier up top. The waves are not synced. And the holy defense is still there, so this should be a defense that we are looking at.
9 seconds. Whoa, traction pulse though, but it doesn't really connect because there's no backup, and they actually stopped the Lord before it even reached, and right now the holy defense is also expired. That is just saying Busan that we don't need it. We don't need an extra protection. We are fine with our own, right? But anyways, with it, the score sits at 14-11. The side of Dab X IGN have a 3,000 goal lead over Busan Esports right now, and they also have a lot of map coverage, 4 turrets compared to 2. The top lane actually losing the most. They don't have any of the tier 2s. That inhibitor is exposed, so that just means one thing, that IGN right now will 100% will try to put that pressure there.
Okay, conceal.
Base
Art going in, but with the Tsunami Slam goes in. Thousand with the circling eagle. There's a feather strike down too, but Respect was go and tying the front line. He is really going in with the creator out there, but there are a lot of damage. But you can see Summers going in with the bravest fighter at the back line. You can see a lot of damage. Meteor's really low, but it's still a bit outfit and a lot of damage. Meteor falls in the hands of Rarin, but Team IGN, they're collapsing onto their opponent, which finds the double circling and once again onto Rarin, but cancelled out at the very last. The SOD completely misses out this time by a few inches. They dodge it. The Lord is 30 seconds away. Team IGN, they can try and capitalize.
Absolutely, because right now, if you clearly notice the fact that Witch is level 14, that's the benefit of playing that Kimi mid lane. You're not just the magic damage dealer, right? You're not the mage, you're the witch of the game itself.
Yeah, man.
You're casting that black magic towards your opponents, because Senju, somehow this monster of a guy, today he finds himself at only level 12, 2 levels behind compared to Witch, and because of that, one good thing though, Senju, 0 deaths so far. He also has that wishing lantern, so he's not that behind. But look at Witch with that Demon Hunter sword. Wait, he's 8.8 thousand goal lead. Senju's on the 6,000. 2,000 goal advantage. That is just insanity how they do this. But Lord Fight is going to be showing up any second. Rarin prepping up that retribution, but here comes Saojian with the Matilda Airlines. The target is Rarin.
Rarin is getting locked in. He will be able to get out with the charge here. The Tsunami Slam locking in Respect once again. That is a target. They're trying to lock him down, but the Lord is still getting taken by the side of Team IGN. But Fate on the other side is going for a split push. They are making Team IGN choose what they want to do here. They are forcing it on a fight. The Lord is really low. They're going all in. The SOD does connect, but will he commit is the question. The Lord is really low. He's going to find the Respect. Respect falls. Rarin finds the Lord. This is a Mayday. Mayday for Team IGN. Fate pushes, but Video will be there onto the back line. You can see they're still fighting. The Daman Force already out. Rat is trying to buy more time. Rarin is a bit low, but 1,000 is still there. Team IGN, they're still trying to find it. Which will find a shutdown onto Art here, but Summers might find the final. Raging Slash takes down Witch, but on the other side, the Lord is coming from the top lane. Team IGN, the members timers are a bit away, but they should be back except for Witch. But Team Busan Esports, they're trying to push 2 members from the mid lane. Summers is a bit low, Fate is already there, but they should be able to clear it out. Team IGN, they can most likely defend this.
This is a defendable one, but always rely on Fate to change the fate of the game itself, because we just saw, okay, Dabex IGN were the one with the tower lead. They were the ones knocking on the inhibitors, but Fate said, no, let me turn it things around. You are the one who's going to be needing to save your base from us. And with the inhibitors exposed, the minion pressure, that's the main thing. We saw it yesterday. Lafukavi, they were not losing, but way they lost was the minions kept on coming and there was just nothing they could do. And Busan can repeat that against IGN as well. They can use the same strategy because what are you supposed to do? Your only wave clear are these two people, Witch and Aaron, not the Creator Brothers duo, because Mirio is going in the front trying to take people down. So because of that, they'll have to watch out. They'll have to send someone proper to control these waves, because if Fate gets his hand again on that spear on that top side, they can use the top side as a bait, put them there, and instead he can push the bottom lane as well.
Always a slow push will happen from the top lane, right? They need to always keep it under check. But the good thing is that the Lord will spawn on the top side, so they will have it under control. Now they need to only look where Fate is on the map, because this guy, he can come to any team fight he wants once he connects the SOD, right? And he can also go for the split push. So there's a lot of pressure, but conceal play from the side of Busan Esports. There is Sasuke, not Sasuke, this is actually, you know, this is not Sasuke, this is not Naruto, this is Sakura, man. You're right. But at the same time, IGN read that out. They are trying to zone them away from their side of the map, and you can see without a proper window, Team Busan Esports, they are respecting what Team IGN can do. And I think the intensity of that game really brought us to a point where we need to take a few moments to break down what is really happening, man.
They had to take a breather, and of course we're just gonna be waiting for us to get back to the game. Of course, this moment they're not fighting, they're just regrouping. They're waiting for some time. They're waiting to find a way, because you see, I will mention it as we dive into the game, but for now at least, let's compliment the pictures again. Wow, you know, this is actually the first time, you know, I met Fate, you know, because they don't usually, I mean, you can't really see them much often, right? So this was my first time meeting such a humble guy. And Art, somehow he's still wearing the mask. Bro, you're the roamer, not the Hayabusa main, right? Why are you trying to cosplay him?
Damn. I mean, hey, it's okay. Let him just keep his identity secret, but his gameplay is making sure that Team IGN has to force a response out of that. Like every time he's going in, and he's not marking the people who has to purify, he's marking the people who cannot purify him, because his target is always and every time respect. He's bringing him under the turret, making sure that he has to just, you know, get his HP low so he cannot actually frontline, because if he can just take enough stack and then the Princess Wrath hit, that might be a very big bonk that can chunk down some massive amount of HP from the members of Busan Esports.
Is it me, or is Senju mewing? I feel like he's mewing.
He's mewing, man. I mean, you know, you guys might not see it out here. That dude, despite how it looks, he's dangerous.
Yep.
He is dangerous. If you want to win, you mark him and Fate, man. I tell you.
The people with the warmest smiles are sometimes the most dangerous people. Look at them. But so is the same for IGN. Look at the people who are smiling. They're the ones that you want to target the most. Look at Aaron, right? So innocent boy, but not so innocent in the game. He will destroy you if you let him even farm a bit. And that's what happened. He got the Trinity first, and that's the whole reason IGN had the pressure until that moment where Fate was able to change it. You know, luck was on the side of IGN. They got the Lord on this side to favor, but it's Fate on their side. No, it's against them. Can they go against Fate and put it back against their favor? Because right now, just like you discussed, wave pressure, slow push, they'll have to keep an eye, and only two people can handle this much minion waves. But they are also the most vulnerable, the people that are on that wanted list for Busan Esports.
Absolutely, and if they are not in those major team fights, it's going to be really difficult for them to actually, you know, just sustain those team fight, not even sustain, to actually take down anyone, because from the side of Team Busan Esports, you can see the frontliners are very difficult to take down. The backliners have a lot of range. Senzu can hit from very far. He has not even been touched to get him taken down. He's 2-0-7, meaning that he's having a good time. But the only thing is that he cannot get the farm as close as Witch, because Witch has a Sky Piercer, right? He's getting the kills. You can see he's 9-2-5, meaning that he's getting the gold from the skills, whereas for Shenzhou, he's getting the more of assist than the kills. Therefore, I think that's where the goal is lacking for Shenzhou. But eventually, after we reach the 18-minute mark, this is going to be an evolved Lord. So I feel that main intensity will be the problem, where, you know, how they deal the damage, because of the range Shenzhou has and the lack of, you know, range Witch has. But it's like not really gonna matter much, because you can just see Rauden picked up the Winter Crown.
Clutch plays will happen, and right now Dab x IGN needs to be aware. if they try to target Raden, he will bait them out by freezing time for himself itself. For 2 seconds, he will remain in that invulnerable state where they can misclick. Mirio, if he thinks he's going for Raden, he might instead jump on swimmers. You don't want that to be happening.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
a single misclick. But here comes the airlines.
There is the airline. Shenzu this time falls. The bonk on the back line. But again, Summer's getting overloaded with the damage. Lapu Lapu will flicker in. But can he find anyone? No. But on the back line, you can see Fade pushing down the bot lane. They want a response. This is the mayday for Busan Esports because they have already lost 2 of their mid laners. And right now, Summers will be the 3rd to fall. Run is still there. But can he make a difference here? Because he's getting knocked up. There is the Zaman Force. He will fall. 4 members down. Team IGN, they have full control, but they can also push from the mid lane. It's only Fade who is holding on the fate of Team Busan Esports. Can he just be the man that can defend this push? Can he be the one who can make Team IGN go back to their side of the map? You can see he's trying to go in with SOD. He's trying to clear the wave. There is a lot of damage. He still survives. 1 cannon minion will get cleared, but he will fall. He bought enough time for the rest of the crew to be back on.
This is what you do when you left one man standing. When you face the wrath of a full team, you make the best of it. You don't have to stay alive. You don't have to be the one to fight them all. You just buy time. You buy enough time for your team to be back, and then that's when you can do something about it. And that's exactly what Fate did. Even when Fate is against him, he will turn the tides and he will find enough time for his team. But right now, both of the teams right now have their inhibitors exposed. IGN in a much more critical way because they don't have their side lanes. But thankfully, they have the pressure on the mid lane. They will have the super minions. Meanwhile, the other side, they do not. So in a way, they're both kind of in an equal tug of war. This is the point where both of the players, their mark is at the same place. One single pressure, the tension can shift. And you know, even a rope can break. Because we've seen tug of war, rope can break, and the first team to fall down to the ground will lose that game. But let's see who will it be. The game is equal. The goal doesn't matter. 20 minutes into the game, 23-14 score. None of it matters. What matters right now, can Busan defend this Lord? If they defend this Lord, can they defend against the wrath of IGN? Look at that.
Oh, they're going in. There is a knock-up as well as a Tsunami Slam. Feather Rest Strike dropping down. You can see they're trying to clear the waves out, but Summers will fall from the hands of Mirio. But Mirio, the creator, creating the magic, forcing them go back. But at the same time, the waves have been cleared. The Lord have this down. The waves are again crashing in. There is the Circle Eagle from Thousand. At the same time, Fate is really low. But no! Aaron the creator finds him, which finds Art, but Team IGN finds the base crystal for game number 1.
If you wanna change your fate, just cast the black magic by a witch, and that's what IGN have it. They have witch, the amount of damage. Did you see the Moskov, known as one of the lifesteal masters in the gold lane? How could he lifesteal when there's no life left in him? Witch and Aaron, the damage that came so strong. Like, he just disappeared. I saw his HP being basically 100%.
Yeah.
Next second, it was down to 1%. That is the damage from Witch and Aaron.
Yeah, man. That was a game. That was definitely a game. Both the sides actually putting us on the edge of our seats. But hey, just game number 1 is the best of 7. We'll see what happens, ladies and gentlemen, because this is a long series that is ahead. As first game, 20 minutes. We never know. Second game might just go 30. So with that hope, we will be taking a short break. Be back right soon. Just stay tuned and be watching the MEX FEAI Grand Fest Grand Finale live from the Ardeng Town Hall. Feel at this point you definitely need to have a way out, because for Busan Esports they're really trying to counter the goal lane a lot, because they do not want Aaron the creator to create those plays or create those opportunities for IGN to have those advantages into those main 5v5 or even in those main objective takes around the neutral pit, because that is where the teams get the most advantage of. Sometimes it is the turtle, sometimes it is the lord. With the turtle they get an extra goal, with the lord they get the extra advantage with the push, and also the the map gets so much expanded with the turrets being taken down, right? That gives them the access to their resources, that is the jungle, and even at times they can force them to stay inside their own turrets, not really getting any farm. And that, at a long duration of time, that goal lead really matters, because it will put so much pressure on towards the other team. But let's say this
my
time
God.
the opening hero from the side of team Busan Esports, they will not choose anything from any of their core damage dealer. They want Art to have his Grok, man.
Of course, because Grok has those rocks, and with rocks you can carve and make art, right?
Yes,
That's
sir.
the whole point why Art's Grok is considered one of the most dangerous things, right? People are afraid, they shake in their boots to face Art itself, and because of that I think this Grok pick is already making. But if the Grok wasn't enough,
Summers, man.
Summers, I'm gonna call him Swimmers, maybe he's good at swimming.
Okay.
But oh my god, they immediately take my bias. Busan Esports is winning, okay? Maybe for a reason that we are, jokes aside, they get the Zushin. I feel this is a really bad thing for a lot of reasons. Not just because I'm very biased, Zushin is my wife. They have a Grok, one of the strongest aggressors, early, mid, late game, doesn't matter. His ultimate can change anything. You have Arlot, literally the same thing, but as a fighter. His ultimate, basically a full-on destruction. It's called Final Slash for a reason. It is the final thing you see before you get respawned back to the base. And the Zushin. I cannot glaze enough Zushin, but the main thing, there is a Fredrin. Zushin is literally the definition of a counter right here. I am not sure. Doesn't really matter. Like usually we can say you can counter the counter, but the mechanics do not allow you. Once Respect uses that dash, Zushin can pull him back inside where he will be smashed to pieces.
Absolutely. And once again, I feel, this is the matchup that we have seen yesterday too. Summers, that is 27, onto that Arlot, going against a Grandeur that was Crisis yesterday actually. And this time is Aaron the Creator. So doesn't matter, this hero is very one-dimensional in a way that even Fate yesterday with the Lapu Lapu actually completely smashed Grandeur, who got, his first item under 2 minutes, man. That is the power. And I feel Fate, if he wants, he can still go for the Lapu Lapu here, because it has not been picked, and this Arlot can be flexed a little bit if they want to, but at the same time they can just flex the Lapu Lapu, or if they want they can pick something else. Maybe they can go for the Esmeralda. I'm mentioning the Esmeralda time and again, not because it's a very favorite hero of mine, but because of the draft from Team IG, and it can really soak in a lot of damage. At the same time, it can go in and out every time, and because of that there will be a lot of zoning coming out from the other team. But at the same time, you can see the same marksman picks from the side of Team Busan Esports, but they go for an Akai for that extra bit of utility, and also the heavy spin to actually just zone out this Fredrin from going for those contests around the neutral objectives.
I think they don't just want to zone out the Fredrin itself. They want to zone out the Matilda as much as possible as well. Because Saujen, again this time around, picks up the Matilda Airlines for himself. And we just saw how much difference it was making, right? So many times Respect, was able to get out freely. I think they just want to stop that. If there's a suppression, Akai's pushback, when you pin him down, it counts as a suppression.
Oh,
you cannot use anything. But I think there's something wild, there's something bloody coming in. And what is more bloody than a vampire lady? It is gonna be Mirio. I think, is this the first time or is this the second time?
Second, most likely.
I think this is the second time he's gonna be picking up that Alice, gonna be getting that blink, trying to sustain it. I think the main goal is just to make sure the Zushin can get pressure, because if they can force a Crimson Beacon, Respect will be in a little bit more better time, because this game, Busan definitely has won the draft in my opinion.
I feel in a way Busan does have a good draft, and overall, if you see the team fight capability, they have a bit of advantage. When it comes to the raw damage output, I think that these two members, the two marksmen from Team IGN, can really outshine
Kimi
most of the
Granger.
time. Yeah, man, that is the ultimate damage, and the sustain we have seen yesterday. I think it was Saktya with the Alice being so good, able to sustain so much, and we might see something similar today again. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back into the Land of Dawn for the game number 2 between Team DABX IGN going against Team Busan Esports. And this is the grand finale of the MEX FEAI Grand Fest 1. You're watching the Mobile Legends 5v5 category right now, and Team IGN, they are with a 1-0 lead here.
They are going to be on that 1-pointer, getting that lead for now. But of course, Busan right now won that 1-1 score immediately. They have pulled up my favorite, my wife Zushin itself, right? But that is not the only thing that's exciting. We have the Grok, one of the main heroes for art, and we have the Arlott, one of the heroes that has been making noise globally with his final slashes, creating impacts that you could only were able to see with Kufra, right? Right now, Arlott is the one setting that standard up. So because of it, they have so much crowd control that I'm fearing for IGN. They do have insane damage, right? Kimi and Granger, once it goes to the late game, even if they have a late game monster, 2 better than 1, they basically are gonna be much stronger. But that is something that Busan Esports is well aware, and will try to just capitalize on it and try to end it early. But let's say the games have been going longer because these teams, they do not give up.
Absolutely, and we see no purify being taken from either of the team. It's all flicker. There are 8 flickers on the map and 2 retribution because 2 junglers, of course, right? But again, Witch is actually getting locked in. He's getting flickered up really low. Might have to force that flicker out, yes, for safety. But again, Zhaozen is also low. Does have the flicker, gets out of the harm's way. Raran is getting a lot of poke damage, and he's also not being able to get out. Forces out the heavy spin, survives, but Witch this time falls. Road rotation from Summers, and Miri the creator finds 27, but a double man lift coming in. The Praises Rat just misses by a train here, but there comes the SOD, and Aaron the creator will have to run, but he gets lifted up. He's really low, and Zoshin is trying to chase him out, but the shield from the Matida should be able to get out, but no, they lock him out, and he gets taken down. Art finds the kill.
And people ask me why I have married Zushin. Because you just see the pressure that they have built up right here. It is just completely visible for everyone to witness. The fact that the mid lane, right, which had to force that flicker, Matilda had to force that flicker, Alice had to force that flicker, heavy spell just to get out of the bed. Look at that, there's a circling eagle. Do they want to go in?
Though they want to go in is a question, but they will be forced to come back in. And again, 1,000 falls. Raran, after tying the turtle, will find a kill. But again, they are a little bit overextended. 27 getting forced out.
Summers
gets taken down, and Summers falls. That's a 1-for-1 trade. Roamer for the EXP laner. I think Team IGN might found a kill, but they lost the objectives and also a bit of gold down bot.
They have lost quite a bit of gold, right? Because you see, not just this is like 1,000 gold advantage. The fact that any extra goal that goes into the hands of your opposing goal laner, it just spells TROUBLE, trouble for your opponents, and you don't want that to be happening, right? Which though is gonna be okay. This double Sky Piercer strat, it has advantages, it has disadvantages. The easiest way, well, you'll be getting those stacks, but at the same time, you'll be losing stacks because right now you're sharing. It could have been 80 for one person, but right now you're gonna be sharing 50-50, which is basically 40. But look at that top lane. Art, does he want to go in? That is good discipline. He knows this is not the fight you want.
Yeah, this is not the fight you want, because I think it might have been a bit too much of an overstretch going under the first and the second tier turret and taking an engage out there. You do not have the advantage in the early game, so you need to be careful. And even with the presence of Zhaozen, he can actually give a way out for Aaron the creator. Despite that, he also has a flicker, right? So he's a-okay for so far. But the second turtle is just 29 seconds away. The flicker will be up for all the members, so we are seeing another bloodbath here, man.
Bloodbath. Talking about Bloodbath, Mirio so far has 1 death and 1 kill. That mid lane stretch that they did, Mirio was able to come out on clutch on top. But right now, the turtle is going to be spawning in again. This time, it's on the favor of the goal lane. So, Mirio had to make the rotation, but so does Summers. And because with it, It's going to be an all 5v5. That's what we love to see. This is going to be the second one. Kai does have that advantage. He can push them with the heavy spin, but there's an airline that can go around this heavy spin. That's Beyblade. So let's see what will happen. Onto the table. All of the 5 members ready, but I think Moskov, he wants to go for the split. So disengage. Already up.
Oh, there's Shenzu getting overloaded. Aaron takes him down, and a circling eagle will be there. There's a full-fledged flight. There is the heavy spin out there, but Aaron the Creator will still find safety out there. He's able to get out, and Team IGN will respond to that. There is no way out for Aaron. He falls. Sky pierces the stack for Aaron the Creator, but there's comes as a wild card, but will not deal enough damage from Fade. But Zausen is there, so is Respect, and Fade with the flicker will get out. He's still okay. Art is there for the safety. Team IGN, I think they found the turtle too, right?
Yep, they found the turtle, but it was, for me, it was kind of hilarious, but that was a panda and they caged him. They did not let him get out of that wall. They let him stay and they took him down. They sent him back to the hospital, which is the fountain itself, to obviously rehab, to have, get his HP back. But there we go, Hunter Strike, as well as the Flask of Oasis on the side of Team Dab X IGN. Okay, Fredrin going for that early breastplate, really just wants to get that crowd control. It has that crowd control reduction, which really helps, and he's going to be getting the tough boots as well. So he really wants that Arlott cannot stun him for way too long. He wants to be alive. He wants to be active. He wants to be less stunned. That's a really good strategic decision from the side of Dabex IGN. And with it, they also get that bottom lane macro. And with it, they are a little bit ahead of Team Busan Esports, who had such an early aggression. But mid lane, I do see some action, but I do think it's just warning shots for now.
Absolutely, warning shot it is, but again, the roamer versus roamer, the SOD again connects, but no follow from that. It's just a bit of distance coverage that is Fate looking for to just try and be in the team fights. The third turtle is just a few seconds away, about 30 seconds, but the first turret has fallen down bot, right? The first turret is no more standing, which is still there. He will have that safety as long as he has the flicker and he has the support from Zausen, and he can see Zausen this time helping the bot lane, and Miri the Creator is already there, so if they want, they can find and engage, but no, it's just again a bit of a juke, not the juke, what do you call it? It's just a bit of trickery, actually the trickery, but it's not coming from which, it's coming from
it's October, right? So Halloween's right around the corner. Maybe they're going for trick or treat. The treat is obviously going to be that win if they can get it, but for now the trickery is happening. But let's see who gets that illusion right here. The pressure is going to be building up. Turtles down there. Oh my god, SOD also connects. Respect gets it. Do they want to go in? I think Busan wants to retreat, but can they retreat? A lot of spells, a lot of ultimates getting used, but this is not the fight they want, I believe, and that's what the decision is going to be. And they're just going to put the pressure up top on that far left lane and most likely try to get it. But Fate, knowing he has to do the that laundry work, he has to clean it up, the map for himself. He's going to be pushing that bot, but that might spell trouble. Respect is on him. Can Raden save him? Yes, they do. And with it, no more deaths, at least for now.
Okay, there's a cross map play, turret for turret, the conceal already used by Art. Busan Esports, they're trying to respond, but Team IGN will be locking them down, circling them down. Circling Eagle goes in. This might be the fight. And the Creator goes in, finds a massive 4-man, forces out the heavy spin. Respect is under the turret, but Art will be under the grave. Senzu falls next, double for Aaron, and they're trying to chase down triple for Aaron the Creator. Bow in the presence of the creators.
Only Summers is the one leaving, and even him, I think, is going to be pressured, because look at that, in the mid lane, they're putting the pressure in, and he's not going to be the one surviving either. 3-9 score. Oh my god, this is basically an unofficial wipeout happening in the Land of Dawn for Busan Esports. This is the first time I believe they have been wiped out from the face of Land of Dawn by Team IGN. If not, who else but the Creator brothers? Aaron got... Not Aaron, sorry, because they have both creators, right? Mirio got a 4-man. How did he do that on an Alice? Mirio, you're promoting Alice way too much. Try to get a sponsor.
Oh, okay. Another heavy spin forced out. A lot of damage being given to Art, but he's still okay. Raden wants to not really go in. I mean, he's just trying to find safety. He's low HP. Purple buff is there. It might be a Grand Theft. Without retribution means that Respect should be finding it. Zenzu will be able to pick Respect up, but without any of the first tier in the mid lane as well as the side lanes, the map is really open in the favor of Team IGN. Only one turret has fallen from their side. However, the Lord is the next objective. Team IGN are more favorable to take it without a heavy spin. Raden will be at a very risk, but Art wants to create an opportunity for his team. You can see the Lord dance already beginning. That SOD will not connect, completely misses out, but there is another circle Eagle coming there on the backline. Mirror, the creator, zoning really well, is finding the window. Summers is locked and is trying to get out. He's desperate to go out, but no, he cannot. Godlike for Aaron, the creator. Look at video in the safety board. Aaron is trying to gun down one more, another triple coming in his pocket, and Team IGN will also find the Lord. Fade all that while pushing the top lane, but he has to be stopped, and Respect will do that.
And with it, the side of Team Busan Esports had to they just had to back off, but they could not. They wanted the Lord fight. They wanted to contest, because just backing off is not their style, but it had to be punished. They got punished severely. All of their members got taken down except for the Moskov. And with it right now, oh, that's a great setup plays. But knowing Saojian, he can just take them out of it. But oh my god, Video again!
There is the charge coming in, legendary for And the Creator, and they're going all in, which will fall. Summers find a kill, but And the Creator will find a double, he find a triple, and he's looking for more. Team Busan Esports is having a mayday. They're forced back in, Art is really low, and there should be a mayday from And the Creator is becoming the destroyer. He is the reincarnation of the destroyer that is going in the face of Team Busan Esports. They're trying to clear the waves out. The HP is low. There is the Winter Crown, but Fade is trying to turn the tide. He will find a shutdown onto Vesmeria, the creator. The base is safe. The inhibitor turns, although it's not.
Thank God to Fate. Again, he did not let their fate be sealed from the hands of Busan Esports, because right now that was so close. It was so close, but you know, with great power comes great responsibility, and responsibility was to maintain that energy. The fact that he used so much, right, that Sonata, the Rhapsody, because of that he did not have any energy to fight the Moskov itself. But Aaron, what is that? I know you create, but somehow you're creating the impossible. 13-0 a KDA with so much net positive. If can just increase the GDP of a nation, how did you make it happen? Because somehow 666, you are the devil itself. Because somehow you're not the creator, you are the devil. You're basically unleashing the hell on Busan Esports with so much damage dished out. He has the max stacks, he is basically full build, and everything right now is upon. It is no longer the creator, it is the destroyer for Busan, right? But I want to see if it will be maintained, because Fate, he wants to change it. Goal lead is quite massive. It's been 13 minutes, it's not super late. It is heading towards the late game, but Senju, he's gonna be found in a tough spot, and I think that's a kill. That's a kill.
There is a kill, which finds one, and there is the mortality loss from Art. He falls next, but Respect is trying to lock them down. He's taking a lot of damage. Look at the damage out from Fate, and there will be a heavy spin too, but he walks out! He walks out! Final slash from Summers, but they will be not finding enough damage, but Summer gets overloaded with the damage coming out from DMIG. And Fate falls! It tried to do something, but it did not work. Raden is all by himself, but this is the end of line. Second game falls in the mighty presence of Team DABX IGN.
They do it again and again. Can they do it again, as we will head to that game number 3 really soon right now, right? So with it, I just cannot have enough words, right? I wish I had more words to speak, but the Senju, they have put the pressure on him. He was not able to do much. They have put the pressures on Swimmers. 15-0-3, he's basically, you get the achievement, right? God among men, Aaron among men. And with it, we are done with this game. But of course, right now, my legs are a little bit shaky with such intensity of the match. So I'll be passing the mic to, of course, my brother Ash TZ, who'll be joining you from the game 3. So don't go anywhere, stay tuned. We'll be right back at the best of 7 series grand finals.
I will choose my own path.
My kiss. Will it grant immortality or death?
Gentlemen, boys and girls, you know the drill, you know what's up, you know the day. It's 18th of October
My kiss
2025.
grants
The
you
venue is
immortality
Arding Tuama Hall.
or
And
death.
this is the final arc of the Grand Fest 1 MEX FEI presenting to you this grand finale live from the Arding Tuama Hall phase. And this will be the third game here. And Team IGN, they are in the lead of 2-0. It's looking a really favoring game for them, but Team Busan Esports, they have fought hard, they have been the undefeated team into the grand finale. They're not here to lose, so let's see how will they draft this game, because you can see half of the draft is already done. We'll talk about it more, but before that, myself, I'm Shinryu. I'm gonna be the co-caster for this game, and I'm joined by Mr. Ash TZ for the hype man. Let's see how he can hype this moments. But Ash, talking about the draft, right, you can see it already on the screen. Is there anything out there standing out for you?
It is MOBA Raren going for that veteran pick, of course, because throughout the LAN event, I've been casting his matches. I've been seeing like he's going for the Lancelot, Ishinshin, Hayabusa, but where is his comfort pick? Now I'm gonna see it. It's a veteran out there with a Kaleya. It's a beautiful combo they're making, as well as they're going for the mid lane Kimi as well. This is the utility combo we were hoping for, but from the side of Team IGN. The Creator brothers, as you mentioned before, are playing so raunchy today, and look at them. One is right now with Esmeralda, that is a winning lane against Lapu Lapu, and the one is with the Moscow. Let's see what Fate is coming up with, because
You
Fate...
know what? Fate
Yeah.
can flex that.
Yeah.
You know, he can flex that, man.
Yeah.
Go Lapu Lapu can be a possibility.
We saw it yesterday.
We did.
We saw how he just managed to chung down the Granger.
With a Hunter Strike. Under
Yeah,
2 minutes.
in under 2 minutes. So anything can be happen. Anything is possible here. But this Grog Zausen, first he went for those two airlines. Now he's going for that armadillo thing. The Grog with the rock. He's been gonna rock it. As you mentioned,
Rock your body.
it is the fate going to change the fate for IGN, because he's with the Lapu Lapu this time, and the Uranus coming in. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. River Sweep, Redemption, Comeback. Are all these words for movies, or are we gonna see in it real?
Busan Esports, you know, we just talked with the players and I feel they're still motivated. They're not down in their moods. They are here to win it, right? I think this lineup from Busan Esports, Raren, Fates, 27, Shenzhou, as well as Art, they are here to avenge. They are here to make a history happen, but you cannot take away that from Team IGN. At the same time, Zausen, Witch, Mirio, Aaron the Creator, and the Force Respect are here. They are the veterans too. And let's see how this game goes, because ladies and gentlemen, we will be moving in game number 3 for the Grand Fest 1.
Grand Fest 1, and this is IGN going against Busan Esports. They have 2 points lead in this BO7 series. 2 more wins and they will be securing the spot for the grand finale. I mean the champion spot of this grand finale. But Busan Esports, they're not gonna go easy this time. In the mid lane, we can see that the early game skirmish happening right now. A little bit of poke from the Senju, of course, because he's with the Kimi. He's gonna give a little bit of burst to that Zosen. But how much longer will be it going with? Because the synergy of IGN is so good, Shinryu.
Absolutely, 3 purifies in for this time Team IG, and they're trying to play defensive. Zausen will have the flicker to try and engage, right? He is the initiator of this team fight. Respect will have a pretty good rotation, and even with the Farsa, I think the rotation, the mid control, the mid trio is really fast. For the side of Team IG and Busan Esports, they need to try and match that. Yes, they have Fate, you know, onto the fighter role, but it's also the fact that, you know, they do not have really high damage output. When it comes to the side laners, yes, the Fate, you know, onto the Lapu can build damage item, but it's more like the main damage actually will come out from Shenzhou, so he needs to be participating in most of this team fight. You can see already the position from him. Grok does not have the vision. GG vision, I think, is gonna be again a slow game. it's not going to be a very fast action-packed game until they reach level 4, because that's where the pick-off ability, that's where the teamfight abilities actually gets unlocked for a lot of these players, right? And we are almost nearing to the time where the first neutral objective spawns, but top lane Fate is taking a bit of damage, and then the Fate is also low, 3 members rotating out there, so I think he has the information, it's passed on, the intel is there, but I don't think so they can engage, because you can see 2 heroes still level 3, they're trying to cutting the wave, and the same thing is actually being done by Team IGN. The turtle is already here, but who takes it home here, Ash?
Told you, I mean, I was thinking about it. When the river will spawn, it will be the Lapu Lapu coming in. Feather airstrike, it is the turtle being slain out by IGN. In the meantime, 3 members coming in there. There's the SOD. A precious rate come up. There you go. What a kill it is. It doesn't come for the fight. I mean, Aaron the creator.
1 for 1, right? They got the
Yeah.
turtle, but they gave up the kill. And so far, we'll take the early game itemization, the pathway, right? Moskov going for the Trinity item. He has gotten himself the crossbow swift, meaning that he will go for the, corrosion sky thing. He's still a long way away, but you can see the rest of the teams, they're not really going for too much of a defensive. But for Shenzhou, he's actually building the Sky Piercer first, even before the boots, meaning that he wants that stack onto himself. Really important.
Zone.
Okay.
Tsunami slam. Kidnap happened there. Kimmy from the behind dealing a lot of damage onto him. In the meantime, roller coaster comes up. Feather airstrike. It is Fate changing the fate once again. Zozen falls down. One more damage coming in. It's a 4-man trapping down there. Kimmy with the burst. Senju goes back. It's just 1 for none. Nice trade still coming out for Busan. They're just leading the Mitro.
Absolutely. We were talking about the damage not being enough, but that is the point where Shenzhou is in those team fight, right? He's picked up the Sky Piercer, meaning he can cover up the kills, right? Low HP targets will be not exempted from his continuous DPS that is actually able to give out in the team fight. But again, IGN's red buff might be in a tough spot, but no, it's just, the jungle is not there. They are on the opposite side of the map. But Summer is actually low. Esmeralda is actually outplaying that, but he should be able to heal back up. He was trying to cut the waves, but still okay, right? That's a Uranus. He can heal back up. The consecration will deal damage, but the laning phase is like, pretty much a stalemate. But
Hey, we have seen.
Solo!
We have seen it yesterday. Right now we're seeing it again. And the creature, the god falls down in the hand of the fate. This is the prime we're talking about. This guy came up yesterday, changed the fate for the whole Busan esports, mixed them into the grand finale, and now just wanted that first win for them, and that lack of confidence will just goes out. They will be coming back. That's what they need. Turtle spawn. This is time for the turtle. Shindu, and guess who is getting it?
Hey, both the teams are trying to look for a setup. They're trying to lurk around the vicinity, but it seems like a fight might be inevitable. Art wants to go for the pick off, but who does he mark?
I believe it might be, Busan Esports getting the turtle for free, but there you go. Tsunami slam happened, the turtle being slain, but he managed to go back in the right time.
Yeah, right time it is. But the thing is, they are not giving any more free kills, right?
Hey!
Ui,
SOD.
But what? Against Art?
yeah.
Yes, the stun, Spear of Misery connects, but still okay up top. Shenzhou is really low. He's getting a bit of damage from Respect, and there comes the Falling Star Moon. Will he be okay? No!
Feather airstrike, bitch! With the feather airstrike, with the burst, finds a kill on the Senju.
Absolutely. That is the power of the Parser, right? You can cover up the range with the wings by wings, and you have enough. What is happening? Are we seeing an assassin Lapu Lapu in this game? And Fate is just placed the hero very differently. 3 kills in already, and he also picks up the War Axe, meaning that, he'll be able to regen back more. First tier falls down. IGN, despite getting the first turtle, are not winning out when it comes to the strays of. Seems like Busan Esports, they're finally getting their fire back, finally getting the momentum back in this game, and it's actually paying them off really, really well.
Bro is really getting solo kills as well as solo tiers. Blue buffs just appeared. GG zone coming in from the side of team Busan at this moment. It is Swammers. Of course, I mean, he's hindering the Bakshia to get farm. Feather airstrike. There is a fight coming in with the bravest fighter. It will be Fate securing a kill. He goes inside the 2 tiers. No, he's then there. Is Sony connected. Out in the creature coming in. The Grok finds a kill there. But there you go. Senju goes at the perfect time. He just back up at this moment. Uranus goes in. But in the meantime, Fate will fall down. It is Witch. The Witch will be securing the kill there. There you go. 4-man dropping on IGN. Just showing their dominance in the LAN in the 3rd game.
Oh my goodness, that's the statement made by Team IGN. They are able to get back the loss that they had taken in the early game. They might have lost one more, but Mirio, the creator, is actually locked in. He's trying to survive, but really overloaded. Uses the Purify, the Praises Wrath, misses out by an inch, and he survives, which is also low. They're trying to just make sure Team IGN gets the safety, gets the way back out from that position. The turtle though goes inside of Team IG and they find second and third turtle of game, meaning that they will have a little bit of hold back. But again, skirmish.
This time it will be Mirio, the creator, who will be getting down easily. I mean, 4 members went into him. It's actually a good trade because you lost a lot of kills there. Now he just goes in and finds a kill onto him, I mean onto the EXP laner. And you know that you are prioritizing the bot lane as well. You just got a tier there. Now it's just the mid tier. What's happening? They're just stealing out the buff.
Yeah, I mean, there's no one to give the vision down there, right? So they have full access inside the jungle of Team IGN. And the scoreboard after 7 minutes and almost 30 seconds, you can see the goals pretty much being equal, right? Not too much of a massive differences out there in terms of kill. Is 4-4-6. So both the teams, they are at a very equal spot. In terms of objective, yes, it's 1-for-1 turret. Not very different patterns that we're looking at. But the next pattern might just shift. Art taking a bit of damage. It's the roamer versus roamers, but they do not want to look for an engagement up top. They're trying to make a rotation. Fate already uses the bravest fighter, but I don't think so. They are looking for any more trades on the map because the Lord is still few seconds away, about 50, you know. That's almost a minute, meaning that they will try to buy some more time, put some pressure, slow push the lanes, and just try to build up a lot. If we talk about the itemization, you can see Farsa has 1 item in, waiting for the second, and Esmeralda just pick up the Oracle, and I think that's Oracle versus Oracle battle, right? So it's really important again.
For the turtle, Tsunami Slam happened there. He goes down. Oh my goodness. In the meantime, Esmeralda joined. The knockup happened with the tectonic shot. Feather airstrike coming in. But look at Fate. He goes in. Mark the backline there, but the Slaver of SP Frost is securing the kill on top, which will be taking out the leader from Busan Esports. This is leader versus leader. In the meantime, look at Mirio countering out, zoning out perfectly the backliners here. And this is the securance. This is the objective securance play. They're just securing the map, and this time it will be a free lot.
Absolutely, man. This time it will be a free lot, but let's see how far it is viable, because you can see Mirio the creator still chunking the HP down. This is what I was talking about when I talked about the Esmeralda, right? She can really annoy the heck out of the shield heroes, and that's what we are witnessing from the side of Team IGN. And you know, the score 5-for-6 at this point. Similar patterns like I mentioned, but the equilibrium which is already on will only be up when the Lord is taken by either of the teams, because that is where the balance kind of shifts. It shifts to the team that actually have it. Yeah, but at the same time you can see, right, the turrets are pretty much equal, but up top is a 1v1. The first tier will falling, and at the same time the Lord is there. Fate is actually locking in.
You just put the wall there.
Yeah.
You might go for the tectonic charge, but there you go. Art first engages, starting it with the Tsunami Slam. Appraiser's Wraith coming up as well. MOBA roaring, but it will be Respect securing a double there as well. He's going for a triple at this moment, but it will be 27 Swarmers securing the kill on and the creator. The Lord is still open. Wish goes in, finds the kill on to Senjo. There you go. Fate comes in as well and engages. Fate secures the kill on Wish. It will be a 2-for-2 trade. I mean, this is so good. 2-for-3 trade, and the Lord is open. This might be a chance. They could go for the Lord, but they don't have enough resources to secure it down for them.
There's no one to give the damage, man. They have, even if they try to take the Lord, it will be a day before they take it down with those tanky members, right? So they have to just wait it out. They have to make sure the marksmen as well as the mid laner are active, because even if they get themselves at a position where they can take the Lord, there can be a retaliation from the side of Busan Esports that can put Team IGN in a very tough spot. However, the mid player, first tier will be falling. They're going in with a short feather airstrike, will clear out the waves, but Art.
Okay, another skirmish happening there. Tsunami slams Slaver of HP. Dozen finds his way back, but no, Fate comes in with the bravest fighter. Still, he finds his way back to the safer zone, and the creature finds a tier in between. He's just leading away the macro there. Senju right now piercing out the Lord, but can he find out the Lord? A good zoning coming out from Mirio. He's just going into it, but it will be MOBA Raren securing the Lord, as well as MOBA Raren falls down. Another tier goes down. Split pushing going on. Art goes down as well. Fate finds a kill onto which 3-man down with the bravest fighter still on. He's still going in. Can he go for the slash? But Senjo, 1v1, the creator, the prime mover, Mirio, all hails to him. In the meantime, in the mid side, we can see another fight coming in. It is now the creator joining there. Spear of Misery coming out. Level of HP 5 hits, finds the kill on his Zozen. It's a goal like Prevent. Oh, in the meantime, he okay. He finds the kill. He goes back, still standing strong. This is so good, man. This is so good.
So good, so well played, both the teams. But however, IGN, they did not find the lot. It's gonna be Busan Esports. So they have the advantage in terms of turn. It's a 3-4-2. Busan Esports, they can try to open up the map a lot more. However, there is no one trying to sing the waves. That is a problem because Aaron the Creator can pretty much easily clear this lot without much casualty. He has already locked in the Trinity, meaning that he has enough damage to shred. But mid lane though, Ash.
You are busy with the lot. The knockoff comes out. MOBA Ryan flies the kill. It's so disconnected. Beach goes down. Let's see what will happen. Tier falls down as well. Out goes into the Zozen. Finds a kill as well. Then just popped up in the meantime. Kimmy, look at him. The damage on to Myriad, the creator. He might fall down. He's fighting a 4-man there. And he goes down with the trap on mechanics. And with this, it might be the second tier falling in the mid as well. Opening up the jungle for Busan as well. The macro is kind of similar at this moment.
Absolutely. Like I said, the equilibrium will be shifting with the Lord push, and Team Busan Esports have found a lot of success.
Hey.
Now the inhibitors is at a jeopardized position. There are a lot of waves coming there.
Fate! With the bravest fighter goes in, finds a kill there, and the tsunami slam by out. Spear of Misery coming in. Look at that in the creator. He's creating the opening there. Oh my goodness, tectonic charge. 4-man knockoff. It will be out, falling down in the hand of creator. In the meantime, the Sodi connected double will be fighting by out of the creature. The prime move is moving, but he will be stopped. He will get stopped. Godlike for Fate.
Oh my god, the fight is not stopped there, Ash. They're still going on, but seems like Fate will be locking in. But at the same time, Respect is getting zoned out. 2 members onto him. He's at a tough spot. Can he escape? It seems like a hard line, but Falling Star Moon?
I don't think so. One another bravest fighter comes and zones and falls down further and strike it is, but he will get zoned there. He goes back. In the meantime, Mirio finds his way into the engage. Can he sustain out? Can he go for this triple kill? No, I don't think so. They're just dismantling themselves. They're just retaliating at this point.
Absolutely, man. That's a good save. Both the teams, they tried really hard. They tried their best, but they cannot really take each other down. The sustain is just too much. And we are almost after that Lord push. The fight was so long. We are here for the second Lord, man. It's such long because the side of Team Busan Esports were really trying to lock in, find an end to this game, but they could not. But at this point, without Respect on the map, Team Busan Esports does have the priority on this Lord, so they will try and take it down. You can see already Summers really zoning them out, but Mirio and Zaozen do not really care. Consecration already there, and Respect is trying to go in. It might
Zone, knock off.
50-50.
Yep, Tier falls down by Minions. Feather is right coming in for the beautiful zone. Fate goes into the backline. In the meantime, Mirio, oh my goodness, it will be Beach falling down in the hand of the Ark. The leader for the leader is already connected. Senju falls down. Lord being secured by MOBA in there. In the meantime, Iron the Creator joins the fight, but he'll be getting diced out there. The flinch happened. Fate falls down. It's a shutdown to him. Can it be a double for Iron? Let's see what Iron, the knockoff comes in. But he's still surviving. Oh my goodness. Swammers finds a way to the back line, and the Lord coming in. They're still fighting in the meantime. God praise the slave!
It falls, they fall. Mayday, Team IGN. They're losing. They lost all their members, but Team IGN switch will be back on the map, so it's still a saving grace. The timers are long, and the creator should be back up. The minions are not really staying. The middle lane is coming in. We should find the second tier up there, but the inhibitor should still stand tall, which has the feather airstrike, and the timer seems very positively inside of Team IGN. They should be able to defend. The Praises Rat takes so much damage, but which still holds on to the feather airstrike. It's not really using it. Aaron is back, and the rest of the trio should be there to save the space. I don't think so. This might be a successful Lord push, but they will be finding all the inhibitors with this push. Aaron the Creator is finally back. You can see the team spraying the waves, spraying the push. However, Busan Esports, they're trying to look for something.
Spinning up. Okay, Art goes in, Fate as well. They're going for another skirmish here. 4-man trapping on. The bravest fighter comes in as well. Oh my goodness, tectonic charge. 4 people knock up at this point. He managed to grab them up. In the meantime, Feather Airstrike coming in, but it will be halted down. It will be halted down. Art falls down in the meantime. Shutdown happened as Sony didn't connect it. At this point, they're moving out. They're moving back. They're retaliating. But there will be a catch because Zozen chasing out them. But you need to defend your base because you don't have any inhibitors for the structures are totally gone, so you need to make sure that you defend it up because we have seen what Raden has done yesterday.
We have seen it.
Yeah.
We have seen it yesterday, right? Raden can go for the split push, so they have to be wary of the fact. That's not only Raden, you know. Last game we saw Fate doing the same thing with the Moscow, so there's a lot of potential. This time, hey, Fate is 12-2-3. We did not even talk about that, man. How does he find so many kills? Like what? That's the Lapu we are talking about. If you take a look at this item, he just have 2 damage items, man. Rest is full tanky. If you take the brute force, then it's the problem. But Summers able to flicker out, still survives with the restrict out. MIGN, they know they're really overextended. They do not have any inhibitor slave left. They should be backing off, cleared the waves. Make sure that they reach onto the Lord bit at time because the next Lord is 30 seconds away. The minions will not really favor Team IGN because the enhanced minions will continue to push, and like you mentioned, the back door is a big possibilities that we can see through this game. But Busan Esports is looking more in control. At the 17-minute mark, you can see the gold is almost 3k in their favor. 21-2 Flexing score.
Another skirmish happening. Art goes with the tsunami slap, finds a way. Again, they're trapping up. Mirio went in as well. Feather Airstrike coming up. Zozen falls down in the hand of Fate. They're going into the backlane at this moment. 1v it is. No! And the creator finds a kill on the Senju. He falls down as well. Witch goes down as well. 3-man up. It will be 2-men only to defend it up. I don't feel Samenia standing in the base. They will need to lock it down. Let's see what happens. Is it the starting for Busan? Yep. There might be a chance we're gonna see the reverse sweep because Busan just started their journey in the grand finale with the win against IGN. 2-1 is the score right now.
2-1 is the score. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the game number 3 coming to an end. Busan Esports, they are trying to fight back. They are trying to keep their dreams alive for winning this LAN event at the MEX FEAI Grand Fest 1 live from the Art Hall Hall. They are here to not let Team IGN find an easy win. It's a long way to go. Game number 3 comes to an end, but we have 4 more games stored in us. Do stay tuned because we will be back after a very short break and we will be bringing game number 4 live to your eyes. Stay tuned.
To me,
Your
fun
team
is all that
is
matters.
They call me a hero
because I
Your
saved my
team
nation
is
from
banning.
falling apart.
Magic is my life. Your team is banning.
To me, fun is all that matters.
They call me a hero because I
Magic is my life.
The grand finale to what we began a couple of months ago, but it still continues because the ending of the story is the most important one. The beginnings might be shaky, but the ending is where it matters the most. So we'll see who will paint the story here and which team will take the big victory out here. We are in for game number 4, and this is the score how it stands: 2 in the favor of Team IGN, 1 for Team Busan Esports. They're finally able to open the scoreboard, but the game is a long way from here, and we'll see how it turns out, because boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and their lovely pets, we'll see this series go to full swing as we are watching game number 4 to see what will be the outcome for this one. The bans are already here and the game has already started, so IGN will take the red side, Team Busan Esports will take the blue side, and they will have the first pick priority here. Let's see what do they want to prioritize at the first pick. 3 bans already here: the 1-1 Harith as well as the Fredrin taken off from the chart. And for IGN, they have banned the YSS, the Bagzia, and might opt to ban the Angela at this point, because we have seen the pattern, we have seen how it goes. And from here on, after the ban, which hero do you think they should go for? Should it be a Grok first pick once again here, Ash?
In the crowd.
Might be the Grok, or might be the Lapu Lapu as well. There you have already seen what just happened with the Lapu Lapu. Last time against Zohant, and this time against last time against Lapu Kavi, and this time against IGN. So fate with the Lapu is so good, man, so good. I mean, he's just giving that gap in the goal lane to each and everybody. Solo kills, grabbing up the backliners, disrupting them. And now we're gonna first pick. We were talking about Lapu Grog, but we just forget that the Kimi was open all the time. Seimju once again prioritizing the Kimi here, but the Angela is totally open, and it goes into the hand of, might be Zozen, might be Witch, we can't say that. It's a flex right now, the Angela. It can go to the mid, it can go to the Rome as well. So let's see the second pick. I mean, the Fedrin is banned, the Baksha is banned as well, so you can go with the Lancelot Angela combo. That might fall into the biggest bracket, but no, it will be Lapu will be selected out by IGN X-Tab, because they don't want to throw that Lapu to Busan side.
Absolutely, you give the Lapu, you'll be under the bus, man. That's how it was played. Last game he had more than 12 kills, and that's coming from a Lapu. Gold lane Lapu is really very rare to watch, and I feel Team IGN, they know the threat perception. That's why they're denying that pick. So far 2 heroes that are really strong individually have been picked up, and Team IGN, let's see what will be their next pick for the last slot. However, for Busan Esports, they should be picking up the Esmeralda. I was gonna say, yes, they do. Really handy hero to have. And also the Khalid, I think that's a heavy pressure they are using, and in the hands of Art, they can really try and choke down this Angela from rotating the sidelines of the battlefield. However, there will be the backline damage coming in from the side of Team IGN. It is the Maniac, the one and only, the boy from the hills from Sikkim, picking up is one of his favorite signature heroes, the Granger.
The hero he managed to carry the whole game, the hero he never lose with. Aaron the Creator Granger is officially known as the best Granger. Just like, I mean, Stock TZ, or you can say Kyle's Harith. All these players, they have their signatures pick, but I'm the creator. This guy is so
Time
good
to
at the
drop
Granger, and
the
with this
beat of the
patch,
flash.
he was so good with the 1-1 as well. So 1-1 got banned. So now it's time, like, he don't want to take the game easy way. He just want to finish it up as quick as possible. 4-1 or might be 4-2, but he just want to finish it up and just want to secure the prize pool and get that champion mark, the crown onto his head. The Granger. Let's see who will be countering it down again. Like Fate, he got the chance to pick up the Irithel, but we haven't seen a single Irithel pick throughout the LAN.
Absolutely, and it kind of really makes me think if the Irithel is something these teams are kind of trying to avoid at this point, because I do understand, the Harith is a really good pick, the Grange is a really good pick, but at certain point, the direct counter to that, the direct counter to that was the Irithel, right? Every time it gets picked. And at the same time, you can see IGN, they're not really letting them even pick the Uranus because they are thinking that Mr. Fate might just use this Esmeralda onto the gold lane, not the EXP one, right?
Yeah.
So it can be a very big possibility. However, for the side of Team IGN, the draft is pretty honest. They're going for the 2 lane heroes as well as the Angela that should fall in the mid lane. So with that being out of the picture, you can see the bans, last 2 bans, Hayabusa taken off from Team IGN. Yes, my brother, tell me what you want to
I was
say.
saying, like, they banned out the Akai, they banned out the Fedrin as well as the Baksha is banned. They just forget that Queenie is open. Queenie might be the chance, but not Queenie. His brother will come here. It will be the Lancelot from the side of Team Dabix IGN. As I mentioned before, Nancy Angela combo is the new combo right now to the Kishin Gensetsu.
And
skin just got released.
in the hands of respect.
The hands of respect, the Lance, the retreat god. And
Absolutely.
Everything, Lancelot's each and every skill, Puncture, Throne Rose, Phantom Execution are so good with the Retribution. You can secure the neutral objective so quick rather than giving it out to the Raren.
I do take your point, right? I feel that's a really good way for them to actually go in with that kind of mindset. But at the same time, I think the next 2 pick will really change the shape, like I said. But
Alice Gold.
it could be EXP. You never know, Esmeralda Gold. So that is a different thing. But what I want to talk most out here is Mr. Raren picking up the Lucas out of nowhere. We did not even anticipate this pick, right? This is an unique pick coming from their side. And trust me, I think he was one of the best users of this hero while it was in meta. And again, he's bringing it back in this game because they're already behind. They should not be experimenting too much. So this is a very strategized move that they're going for here.
First 2 match he was righty, but now he's just MOBA Raren going for those utility junglers pick, and he will be, he's so good with those utility junglers. We always say that in Indian scene we see Dusty Mizo and then MOBA Raren. These 2 guys are so good with the utility jungler. Other Serrar Moons, Respect, if you talk about Zephyr, all these guys are like good with that assassin way. But Respect is someone who can go with anything, but Raren is also right now taking off for 4 months, coming back and just showed us the skill with the Ishanshin. Lancelot was so fascinating by this boy. But Gatot Kacha, whose hand is with this Gatot Kacha right now is Zozen, the Gato spammer.
Zozen, it is the Gatot Kacha main, right? Not the main, but like one of his favorite hero. He can use a lot of the heroes, but I think when the Gatot Kacha comes to his hand, it's gonna be really impactful. But let's see if the Naruto verse can actually take down the Kishin Densetsu. It's gonna be a really interesting match. But we need to see if they're using the same skin. We are just anticipating they are. But I'll just give a sneak peek. The Naruto is of course there, but onto the side of Team IGN, if they're using the Kishin Densetsu, it might be really good. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and Ash TZ, you know the drill, where we are.
We are at our Dengtua Mahal in Aizawl, Mizoram, Mualpui. It is MSSC Stadium, and let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something. Go on, tell me.
This is MEX FEAI Grand Fest Season 1, and we are right now watching the game number 4 for the BO7 Grand Finale going against Team IGNX Dab versus Team Busan Esports. The score is 2-1. IGN still on the lead. Do you think the lead will get equal this time?
It can get equalized right here, boy, because Team Busan Esports, they are really changing the gears. They're really changing how they're playing. This is a gold lane Esmeralda, like I said, it's not an EXP lane, no gold lane Alice, because I feel Esmeralda can do a lot well. Mid lane, a bit of poke coming in. Zauzon is chunked low, but hey, they will be still okay. I do understand Team IGN using the Angela onto the mid lane, but the wave clear is not the best with the Angela. The Gurudkacha always has to be around to give the wave clear for him. You know, she needs some help to figure it out. But with the IGN, with the lineup Team Busan Esports have, they are really good very quick mid clear, and that can put the pressure onto the sidelines. And like you mentioned, the Lancelot is going to be a very integral part in taking participation in this team fight to try and mark the backline, because the only two people who can mark the backline properly if Mirio is not going in would be Zhaozen as well as Respect, and they need to be in proper sync every time they take those engages. At the same time, you can see we are just 1 minute and 45 seconds away in the game, few seconds away from the turtle, so they are trying to find a way out. Mirio might be in trouble here.
Mirio might be in trouble here, but this is the thing I want to tell you. They do have Art, they do have that Khalid in his hand, and this is the early game in Vision. Art can provide so much, just like the Hilda pick. But the thing is, the Raising Sandstorm, if it gets missed out, you're literally stuck up there, because you'll just get launched down easily by the team members of IGN, because you know that Khalid is kind of squeezing in the early phase. But now the turtle dance started. It is from the Busan Esports. Lapu. Mirio goes in. The hard guard coming up as well. It's the bravest fighter. MOBA Rarin securing the turtle there. Lancelot goes in. The puncture happened. Throne Rose. It is Respect securing the skill onto the MOBA Rarin. Alice, can he go for the kill? No, it will be Esma securing the kill onto Zhaozen. It's a 2-for-1.
Yeah, Team Busan Esports once again finding the neutral objective, finding a kill. IGN did find one shutdown on towards Rarin, a good one at it, but at the same time they lost their roamer. But bot lane there is gonna be Mirio
got immobilized by the Angela, and then the poppy boom. It will be the Mirio, the creature, will be securing the kill there. This is the thing I want to tell you, the Angela ultimate spamming. It will be seen throughout the game. Just 11.7 seconds of cooldown.
Okay, that's the shutdown coming in on the top, but Mirio the creator will find himself the hard guard once again, but
Raising Sandstorm
needs to get out. They're trying to chuck them in.
Traction balls.
Going
in. He goes for the flicker. Why went for the engage? He had a sliver of HP at this moment. But Sanji goes in, finds a kill onto, and the creator AOG comes up with his Zhaozen, finding his way out of Sanji. Sanji goes down. Instant redemption comes up for Zhaozen. They might go for the double here. Oh, sliver of HP. He managed to go back. Puncture. Phantom execution. It will be Respect with the kill. Art falls down. 2-for-1 is the trade. GG redemption comes up.
Absolutely, and that's a redemption. Team IGN were looking for two quick kills and also getting back the goal towards their side. 1K is the lead as of now, 4 minutes into the game, and the scoreboard looks 2-for-5 in the favor of Team IGN. And Respect finding 2 early kills will really give him a good level lead, as well as the item power spike. You can see he just picked up the war axe. For the rest of the team, Esmeralda has the book here and enchanting talisman, but the rest of the crew has not really have built any of the items. But Aaron the creator does have the sky piercer, meaning that he will try to stack it up. He already has 1 kill. I think, I'm not too sure. He actually got taken down. So the stack might just go down, but we'll just figure it out really soon, because the second turtle is up. The neutral objective is here, and Team Busan Esports are the first to start it. IGN are in the vicinity.
Okay, previous spider coming in. Mirio is the one first starting to engage here. He's going for a 4v1. In the meantime, MOBA Rarin will be securing the turtle once again. 2 neutral objective into his hand. Can he go for the blast here? Let's see what's happening, because the hard guard coming up by Fish. Here you go. Busan Esports going straight forward, but it will be a click split for the Respect, and it will be Aaron joining the team fight, securing the kill onto Alice as well. The Thorn Rose comes up. I believe that, Art could have went for the engage, securing a kill there, but he doesn't went for that. Maybe that he doesn't have the resources.
I think the resources were really down, but at the same time, all these fights, all this objective take, but not a single structures have been pushed, right? We are 5 minutes into the game. You can see Respect trying to do that thing onto the bot lane. He has 3 kills in, but Zhaozen is a bit in the side of Team Busan Esports, but Esmeralda goes in with the Falling Star Moon. Mirio though.
Yeah, Mirio though, the bitch with the hard guard. They go again going for the skirmish at this moment. British Puncher. Alice with the ruin. Fights 4 members there with the Mirio. Will be securing a kill on the Esmeralda. Alice goes against the Zhaozen, and Zhaozen falls down as well. A lot of damage coming out with the Rhapsody. Can Aaron grab up a kill? Death Sonata coming in as well. Senjo. Slip up HP. 2 people managed to go back in the safer zone, but look at that. Mirio still chasing up.
Absolutely, they got enough room to push that first tier from the top lane. So that's the first turret falling inside of Busan Esports. IGN, they get a little bit more lead. The lead that was 1k ahead is now 2k. Another look at the itemization, you can see all of them have locked in their first items and they're going for the path. For the Khalid though, he has a damage item. That is a very important thing you need to keep in mind, because he's not going for the sustain. Yes, the Heptastis does give you a little bit of HP, but it's more of an offensive item than it is a defensive item. So they're trying to go in almost more of damage than sustain. That's why the Art is really squishy into this team fight. That makes sense, perfect sense, right? But at the same time, Shenzhou has picked up the glowing wand. He needs to go for the Sky Piercer too, because I feel he's not really able to finish off the skills a lot of the times, despite getting them really low. But the problem is, Witch with the hard guard, look at that, Shenzhou forced to use the flicker. But hey, he's still okay. The third turtle is up. Both the teams will look for a setup here.
Bait comes up, Alice goes for the engage here. Death Sonata still coming up, the hard guard comes up as well. Puncture, there it is. AOG, 2-man, got caught up with the AOG. Still, the Raising Sandstorm. Oh no, before that the Desert Tornado comes in. Zozen falls down in the team fight. We don't have the opener now. It might be an uncontested turtle coming up for the side of Team Busan Esports, but maybe we're gonna see Respect contesting the turtle as well. He do have the Lancelot in his hand. He can go for it. He can go for the retreat battle. But no, it just, I mean, resetting the turtle here.
Yeah.
Okay, hard guard comes up. Puncture as well. He goes inside the tree turtle. But he goes back as well. He's getting a little bit of stun there. Hindrance coming up. There's a tornado.
Yeah, there's a tornado, but the team is actually backed out. They're trying to just still sustain the tide, and Turtle will be falling in the hands of Team Busan Esports. They find the retribution this time. Respect was really zoned out. He cannot go for the retribution, meaning the neutral objective will be in their hands. And Team IGN, they're trying to force a little bit of defensive play out, or the lead that they had, because Busan Esports are trying to push in, trying to find a little bit of more success in the fight. Immobilize already there, but the quick sand guard will be healing him up. He's sustaining a lot, but for how long?
Raising Sandstorm coming up for the save. He goes back with the help of the flicker as well. Still the puncture is on. Thorn Rose comes up. Witch in a very bad position right now. There you go. The rings come up. The stun is there. Oh my goodness, two people sandwich here. The Witch there, but Witch fights his way back. It is Respect who falls down in that team fight. 2-man just grab him up in between, and it is the Fate and Swarmers with the two fighters. Of course, in the meantime, you can see the Iron Creature coming up, joining in the mid lane, dealing the little bit of damage with the Rhapsody, the poke, and the Senju as well. Continuous burst coming by him. A stun comes up as well. Really go for the traction calls.
Yeah.
And Art with the Raising Sandstorm. If it's connect in a good way, the synergy, you can actually grab up a lot of kills. But there you go, there's a tornado. Once again, hard guard coming up. He's getting trapped down there. Oh, a little bit of the poke as well. They're joining for a team fight. It's another trap now. Before he can cast the Raising Sandstorm, he goes down because it is Iron the Creature who will be finishing up the kill with the execution onto Art.
The Sky Piercer doing the magic, doing the work. Again, the Creator Brothers at work, ladies and gentlemen. You can see Team IGN, despite losing out on a lot of the objectives, are still finding a bit of success. But again, mid lane, there is a lot of taunt coming in, and Alice is trying to sustain. Hard got up, Summer's fall, and more stack for him. Meteor's rolling them out. Wait.
And there you go. I mean, this is just a poke they did, but they climbed a lot of kills with that. I mean, just one, but it's totally into the micro level.
Yeah.
You're just leading your micro, and that's giving you a lot of gold.
Yeah, that's giving a lot of gold.
Immobilized.
Fate is not really immobilized yet. He's able to walk out. The main factor is the Lord here, Ash. This is going to be an important one, because Team IGN, they are not very in much of the control of the economy. Neither is Team Busan Esports. It's pretty much an equal fight at this point. But the thing is, the positioning is going to really matter. The way they choke down the backline is really going to matter. You can see the level difference is not so much, except Rarin has a level lead. Respect needs to find some more farm to actually try and mark it down. In terms of gold, in terms of items, you can see Sky Piercer for Senzo already, and more likely 2 items in. Alice finds more tankiness for her, and at the same time, I feel Team IGN, they need to mark here Shenzhou, because he's the notorious one. At the same time, Fate doing a lot more. Lord Dance is already here. IGN, they need some vision, but Respect is actually getting zoned out here by Art.
Yep, and there you go, another skirmish happening. Bravest Fighter, Mirio goes in with that. Unleash the Beast popped up as well. They're trapping him up. They're taking him down there. Hard guard popped up as well. In the meantime, AOG from Zoze. There is the big skirmish. Raging Slash from Blackpool falls down. Angela got a kill onto the MOBA Rarin. They don't have a jungler at this moment. It will be a free lot. It might be a free lot for them. There you go. Art goes back to dismantling themselves during the lot. This is a beautiful trade coming out for IG next stab because they will be securing this easy lot for them. But still, the fight continuing in the mid lane.
I don't think so. It's a free lot, Ash. I think it's still a way for getting a lot because Miri is not. There's a 1-for-1 trade so far. Without the jungler, Busan Esports cannot try and contest, but they can zone Team IGM away from the lot because the fact is that Respect had his retribution on cooldown. It's back up though, but the more problematic situation is the flickers not being available for their members. The flickers not being there meaning that they cannot reposition. There's an Esmeralda, there's an Alice, and there is an Art with the Raging Sandstorm, right? Meaning a lot of dive available from Busan Esports towards the squishy members of Team IGN. And this Lord Dance might just get prolonged a bit longer than we are looking at. But at the same time, they will try to poke each other down. You can see Respect is in the vicinity of the Lord. It's low though. The Fate going in.
It's a bit of poke, you can say.
It's a little bit of poke and it was just going in, you know. At the same time, Lord Dance will still be up, and I think the slow push will really be a problem for Busan Esports down in the bottom. You can see like there's all the waves being built up, and it will be forcing them to go for a recall most likely because the second tier is already low HP, but a good positioning from Art. Respect goes in with the Phantom, goes out with the Phantom Execution, and I think the vision control is going to be really important. Art is trying to scout the map, is going for a 1v1 against Respect, but he should be able to get back, but it's really away from the Lord. It's getting melted down. Might be a free Lord for Busan though.
Yeah, I mean, how could it be possible? Like, the grab of the lot. Okay, the fight coming in here. It is MOBA Rarin goes in with the help of the Unleash the Beast. AOG popped up for the save in the meantime, and the Creator finds a kill onto MOBA Rarin. The Rhapsody still forming high. In the meantime, you can see the hard guard comes up. It will be a puncture execution onto the Alice. 2-man down with just 3-man defending up, but the Lord coming up into the side of IGN this time because it is Team Busan who secured the lot there. I mean, if you'll see the objective sequence, it is Busan. If you'll see the micro, it is onto IGN. These are literally, I mean, opposite with the mechanics.
This is the best of this MEX FEAI, right? This is the grand finale, and this is what we are looking for. This team's going all out, completely leaving no room for any kind of regrets. But again, a fight near the Lord, but this is Team IGN trying to choke down Team Busan Esports to force them to go out, but Aaron the Creator trying to find an angle in, but the low HP targets will be able to walk out pretty safely. The Lords needs to be cleared, the waves needs to be completely cleared out at the same time. Team IGN, they need to buy a few more time before they can again regroup, re-engage, find the targets they are looking for. But at the same time, they should not be overextending at any cost because they can be very easily punished. Like I mentioned, the dive is insane from the side of from Busan Esports. However, all eyes on Aaron the Creator. Is already 5-1 and 4. The stacks are going good for him. Shenzu does not have any stack. I think he has 0 stack onto the Sky Piercer at this point. So that's the difference. And even Rarin is not finding too much of success in taking those members down. He's getting them really low, chunking them low, but the final hit or the final damage is not really coming through. And so far, I think with more passing of the time, with more gold being accumulated from both the sides, Esmeralda as well as Alice will become much more tankier, much more difficult to punish from the side of Team IGN, because Aaron the Creator, despite getting his items, is still pretty easy to punish. As you can see, the hard guard is already up. Art is in trouble.
Okay, he's number 50 to use his stand guard here, but the storm is happening once again. The British fighter comes up, a little bit upstart. In the meantime, Mirio is going in there. AOG popped up. Oh my goodness, he goes to the backline. He finds a kill out the Creator. It's a rip pick. He's going to double out the fish. 2 backliners fall down. Raising dash from 3-man caught up in the way. It might be an official one, but Respect going with a puncture. Okay, Mirio falls down the way. Fate goes in there. Oh, what? Respect falls down as well. 4-man down.
Hail Mary, and Team Busan Esports finally able to find a way back. They win the team fight. The sustenance is just too strong. You might have the Angela, but Team Busan Esports They have insane amount of sustain with Alice, with the Esmeralda being the front liner, and even Rarin not really falling this time. They're pushing in the second tier in the mid lane. The first tier already fell, and that just means the inhibitors will be the last one standing out there. But more importantly, they are showing good discipline, going back, waiting for the Lord and try and take it down. Rarin is low, so he needs to recall and be available for this Lord take. However, IGN should have respect back on the map, so it could be a very well 50-50 if IGN decides to go there on time. The slow push that was happening down bot does get cleared out by Aaron. At the same time, Art has a damage item, meaning he can actually take a 1v1 against Fate and punish him out. So Fate needs to be very, not Fate actually, Aaron the creator, right? So he needs to be really importantly watching out his vicinity, not try to get locked in, because every time his flicker is getting baited out and he cannot reposition. That's why he's getting punished. That is a problem. But at the same time, the Lord gets started. This might be a possibility. IGN try and contest for this.
Yeah, but okay, AOG just got into the hand for save here, but he goes back in the safer zone at this moment. A little bit of poke coming in. The traction balls got used as well. In the meantime, they goes into the backline and the creature finds kill on the Alice. Okay, look at that. Puncture coming in. Respect goes in. Okay, this will be a double kill. And the creature with the triple. Can he go for a mania gear? Throne Rose comes up. The Dark finds his way back into the base, but it is still the minions coming in. They find a lot of tiers at this point. All those second tiers might fall down. The Lord coming in. It will be a midway Lord clearance, I feel so, by IG next time.
It's still good. Shenzu is still trying to cut the waves off, trying to recall and be safely back to the map. It's a very good timing for the Lord to be in the map, because had it not been for the Lord, Team IGN could have found a gateway to end this game. However, Busan Esports, they're not really out yet. 17 minutes into the game, the score is 10-16. Goal lead, not so much. Itemization, you can see Shenzu has already locked in 4 items. The DHs will really make the difference out here. And even Summers has locked in 3 items, waiting for the, I think, that's a Oracle, right? Oracle, yeah. Of course. And the tank is already available, and you can see Shenzu will be the main person dealing all the damage, so he needs to be available there. But the Sky Piercer does not really have much stack, so if he does not get enough stack, he can sell it off. But for Aaron the Creator, he has insane amount of stack on the Sky Piercer. The rest of the crew has almost completed their build. It's just Angela finding one or two more items, and even Mirio the Creator needs one more item, I think, after which we'll see that 60s, the mark where the goal lead reaches a 60k standpoint, from where the goal lead will not matter so much. It's more about how well you can take the fight, whom are you sacrificing, who is the body you're throwing, and how many trades you're actually taking for any kind of skirmishes that is happening around the map. 83 seconds away for the Lord, and both the teams, you can see, right, they're making sure they're taking enough precautions to not get any kind of pick off towards each other.
I mean, I don't know, I call respect the retreat god, but what is happening today? It is MOBA Raren who is securing all the neutral objectives. His retreat is so fine, he's winning each and every retreat battles, therefore all the objectives in the previous match as well, this match as well, 2 of the matches if you'll actually see all this neutral objective is falling into the hand of Busan Esports just because of that retreat from MOBA Raren. Yeah, and he's so good with that. I mean, last time he was with his signature pick Fedrin, this time another signature pick, that is Lucas. Even though Lucas is not in the meta scene, not in the S tier or even the A+ tier, but still he is handling it so good. I mean, the way he is going and channeling out the backliners, disrupting them.
Yeah, man, that is what is necessary, right? You can see even the itemization being completed by Esmeralda, and after being full stack, she can do a lot more, because this is a golden Esmeralda that we are looking at. Last time, Fate had 12 kills on the Lapu Lapu, gold in Lapu Lapu. Remember that, right? This time he's onto the Esmeralda, meaning that he can still do a lot. Mirio the Creator has to make sure the backline is marked. Even Southern is trying to, sustain that, but Art is really going in.
Hey!
Fate, okay, it's just a jump scare, man. It's just a jump scare. Just a warning shot. They should not be taking up. The traction ball gets used. The Lord is being started. The Lord dance is again inevitable, but the bot lane is getting slow pushed by Team IGN. It's a good setup for them. You can see the conceal from Zauzen is trying to find a vision. He will see Raren, but will they follow through though?
I believe there's a little bit of fight coming up before they actually go for the Lord. Yep, there's a little bit of skirmish there as well. You can see the Unleash the Beast already used. He's trapping up the Lapu Lapu there, still sustaining it down. But what is happening there? 1v1 with the Angela's help. He'll be securing a kill onto the Atlas. Not to the Alice.
Oi, Zauzen?
Okay.
He
One
falls.
for one trade coming up. Puncture happened there. A little bit of throne rose coming
No!
as well. Oh, what just happened?
Okay. He's okay. He's safe. He's safe, man. Aaron survived. That shield was really massive. Esmeralda could have easily taken that away. Very bad timing, but you know the timing was not bad from which it was more from the flux of Oasis, right? That is what actually gave so much shield to him, and at the very wrong timing. That could have been such a big mishap for Team IGN. However, both the teams, they lost their roamers. Still IGN can try and contest the retribution love for both the junglers. The Lord is at a very healthy HP. This is an evolved Lord, meaning it has a lot of HP on towards itself, but you can see Fate doing an absolutely good job zoning them out. But at the same time, Miro is able to maintain the vision around the Lord Pit. But IGN, can they find a window in? Aaron the Creator is being careful. 62 stack, 972 on his passive, but at the same time he has the immortality, meaning that he has a second chance into, you know, surviving those team fights.
Yeah.
But the Lord, again, the dance inevitable there for this game number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, we might see the final stretch of this game played out.
You know, Shinru, I feels like they should wait this time, Team IGN, because it's not like the Team Busan can easily go for the Lord. They don't have a goal laner who can take up this enhanced Lord. But what is happening at the jungle? A little bit of poke coming out from the Busan Esports. Before they can actually go for the Lord, they're zoning out it perfectly. They're just taking them back.
Rodin?
Okay, immobilized, coming in. No! The base Rodin falls down before the Lord fight. And the creature coming in fact of execution. Puncture it is. Look at Senju's Bosch, but he's at a level of HP. He got a slash onto him. He used the the raising Sandstrom happened there. Caught up 2 people. He got trapped there as well. Coming up. Oh my goodness, Fate. Puncture happened as well as a Throne Rose coming in. It will be Fate taking out there. Oh my goodness. What?
Oi,
okay, 1v1 still going in here. Mirio just chasing here.
Oh no.
Onto the top side, you can see a little bit of poke and a burst onto their tanky. Yes,
They are too tanky, man. You mentioned it right. You can see Summers doing a 3v1, and this comes the hard guard. Still surviving both the teams. They're not really losing any more members, but Mirio the Creator onto the mid lane might be chunked too low. He's still trying to go with the bravest fighter, but finally falls. Senzu with the Sky Piercer, able to take him down. 1 more members down. 2 members down from the side of Team IGN. Radin will be back on the map. It seems like Busan Esports, they might have more under control, but again, art versus respect, but which will give the hard cut. That means they can still sustain and still go for a contest, but it's just the thing, man. You can see he's trying to chunk down those members down, but not enough damage from the Lancelot. And in the late game, art is really low, but still survive. Fate goes in. Can he take anybody down? The Lord though, Zauzen taken low. He might fall.
AOG used for the save here, but this time it's like the whole IGN crew are in the, side of the red buff. It's gonna be an easy lot because there is no one to give up them the opening.
Look at
of
the
lot.
sustain, man.
Look at them.
No damage from the Lancelot.
Yeah, no damage.
But the Lord though, it might take a bit taken down.
Yeah, easy. But no, puncture coming in. No, we're about to see a retreat battle there, but it is MOBA Raven securing the kill.
Oi.
Traction Pulse comes in. The Alice goes in as well with the ruins. He managed to raising
Nice.
people got off. It will be a big skirmish in which we can see respect fall down. Witch as well. He's going back at this point with the hard guards out. Finds a kill as well on the art 1-for-1 rover for the jungler, but still trade is in the hand of Busan Esports. They got the Lord as well as the jungler.
Absolutely, trade is in the hands of Busan Esports. They are marching with the Lord from the mid lane. Good Sing on the top, bot lane still though, getting slow pushed by the side of Team IGN's minion. The Lord is in the mid lane, inhibitor is really low. They are going for the last chance. Busan Esports, can they end it? Let's see, Summers still trying to sustain.
Feel so.
Yeah.
Feel so. They can end this time. The inhibitor falls down. They're still trying for the defense here. Can we see an opening coming up by the Esmeralda or the Alice? He goes down there. He goes inside the base for the stun. The Rhapsody coming in, man. The creature. He's creating the opening. Hey, my goodness. What I'm seeing. It is Dozen with the AOG. Goes in there. Finds 4 members knocked off. But still surviving. They're still chunking down there. The hard duck comes up. The meter, we can see the Senju finds a way onto Zozen. And he might send him to the heaven side. The Lord still standing at the base. They just need to lock it down. But still, Lapu Lapu goes in with the help of the bravest fighter. They're securing the Lord here. They're defending up their base. They don't want to give up. As right now, and you can see they're just retaliating. This is a good choice.
This is a good choice. This is a very good choice from the side of Team IGN, they are able to defend, and even for Busan, you know, they are respecting the damage or the potential that Aaron the Creator can dish out. Even the rest of the crew. Shenzu has 30 stacks on the Sky Piercers. He has sold his boot. He has even the Wind of Nature, right? It's going to be very important because the physical damage might be the problem, because Aaron the Creator dishing out a lot of damage with the range. But he's trying to play it safe. You know, again, Fate goes in with the Falling Star Moon, trying to low bit the HP down. The last inhibitor standing in the bot lane might be a problem. Traction Pearl does not really connect. A full skirmish out there.
Oh, he goes inside the base there. There is a skirmish happening. Puncture comes up. Respect finds the kill out to Senju. He managed to secure the kill on the backliner, but he goes down as well. It will be Fate. A shutdown happened there onto Art. Execution by Aaron the Creator. 2 for 1. He took our jungler. We take our roamer as well as the mid laner.
Yeah, man, 2 for 1 this time. But you know, Aaron the Creator is trying really hard to dish out the damage. He cannot build those DHs or, you know, this massive damage, you know, HP shred items, because the HP is really high from the side of Busan Esports frontliners, meaning that it's really difficult for this grandeur. And also they can regen back as in like Alice can regen back, Esmeralda has an insane amount of shield, and even the Winter Crown will be so important. So the sustain is just out of the world coming from the Busan Esports. IGN is really having a hard time to burst them down. Respect cannot do much at this point of the game. Yes, he can get 4 stack, but even with that, he cannot do much, because you can see the problem is Esmeralda. He's getting free shield from Miri the Creator, even as you see, which just pick up the Holy Crystal. But the thing I'm talking about, you can see the shield, right? The zoning, the annoyance that Esmeralda is doing. Miri the Creator does not really stand a chance, which anytime he gives the hard guard, it will give more shield. Another skirmish. Fate still trying to soak it out. Bravest fighter out, gets stunned up. Fate.
This is just a bait. Yeah, I told you this is just a bait. Alice goes in with a ruins there. A little bit of poke coming in there. Puncture as well. Phantom execution got used. A lot of resources being baiting out. This is the chance. Okay.
The minions slow pushing the up top, and the mid, you can see the minion pressure will be always there. Without the inhibitor's Ash, it's very, very difficult. IGN, they know the threat perception, because the backdoor we have been talking about has been the idea behind Busan Esports players. So they can try and do that once again. You can see the slow push happening again, but Angela cannot really clear it out. It's a 1v1 between Angela and the Khalid. They are trying to just fight it out, but Aaron the Creator needs to make the rotation to help Witch to clear it out, but he's dealing a lot of damage. And Art falls in the hands of Aaron the Creator. The Lord is low. Respect is in the vicinity. What will happen? Who gets the retribution?
Comes up, knock off from the Lord as well. Unless the beast coming up. Oh, Senju! Securing the Lord's Souls and come up with the AOG. Phantom execution happened. Rhapsody come up. And in the meantime, MOBA falls down. 2-man down, but they do have the Lord again. The objective is going in the hand of Busan Esports.
The death timer here, Ash, is way too long. 70 seconds mean almost a minute and a half. Without inhibitors, IGN needs to be wary of the minions. That's why Witch is creating it out. Mid lane though.
The execution, puncture, throne roast, everything on the way. And the Creator finds a kill out to Espa. And they might be defending the Lord in the halfway, because I don't feel like the Alice going to engage at this moment, because she doesn't have any backliners to follow her. And look at that, the stun coming up, but the tankiness is so much. Okay, and they're going on a Senju. Puncture comes up, a little bit of burst from him as well.
Yeah, he's out of mana, man. He cannot sustain. He does not have the blue buff. He has the immortality, but he does not want to lose it. Witch still clearing the waves out. I don't know how long it has been, man. He has to clear those poor minions, but he does not have the best wave clear. I feel bad for him, but somebody has to do the job.
This is how you treat the MSC player?
Yeah, man. He is our MSC player. He needs to show what it takes to maintain that standard. But at the mid lane, IGN pushing in. They will find the inhibitor, and I think they should be backing off. They should not be overstaying their welcome, right? That will be giving the tide of Busan Esports to punish them, because the death timers are up. 4 members on the map. Fate 20 seconds away. They have a good chance into going for another Lord contention. IGN, they need to wait. They need to find a very good window where they can take down Shenzhou and Fate, because those are the members doing the most. But we cannot forget 27, man. He's the person giving the setup. So they have to watch for so many things. It's almost like their plates have been filled with so much food. They can't even choose. They have to finish everything that is there. And you know, this is the choke hold or the choke point Team IGN are at, because the one wrong decision making out here can cause the game. I think Busan Esports, they have the ball in their court and they can try and end the game. 30 minutes in the game, man. We are going to the late game. And for a grand finale like this, we are more than happy because both the
This is
teams.
just the 4th game.
Yeah, this is just the 4th game, meaning both the teams, they have a lot more to give. But let's see what will be the fate of this game. Busan Esports, they have the fate, but Team IGN can which create the magic. The Creator Brothers, can they create some kind of things? But Art with a very good positioning, a very good flankable position is that waiting out there, which trying to find some vision, find some intel. But I think Art might just get spotted by the side of Team IGN. They're scouting the map, they're getting the intel at the same time. So it's the battle of the intel, and the battle of the scouting as well. How much information they can get, but more so ever, Ash, the Lord dance will be really long one because the HP is really high. They do not want to make any kind of errors. Zausen is trying to open up the map, get the vision, but the slow push is more so over to the side of Team IGN. They need to constantly be clearing it out, and I think at any given point they can go for a split here, man.
Goodness, look at the stack. This is 30 minutes game and it's 12 for Aaron the Creator, and his Sky Piercer is almost 80 as well. This is the 13-3-5, the KDA. This guy is literally carrying the IGN. Every time you see IGN having pressure, Aaron the Creator will be carrying the game. Therefore I call him the god. He is the prime mover. He's always in his prime. That's what makes him the unique one. There you go, the Rhapsody coming in. A little bit of you can say the heal as well from the hard guard. Okay. AOG messed up. Nobody. No. On Natalia though. Just a disengage.
Okay.
Type of AOG being used by Zozen, but there is a little bit of fight coming in. Puncture happen. All is the beast. The blast comes up as well. In the meantime, we can see that. Okay,
it's okay, Ash. They're not really going for that engage. They will try to just play it out safe. They'll play it out very, very easily, right? The Lord dance is still there. They're not really using too much of the utility. The only utility that was used by both of the teams was the revitalized by Zausen and the sprint from Fade. They should be back up on time for them to try and contest, but you can see Fade Art here constantly pushing the pressure. He's making sure the rotation takes place and Team IGN are forced to respond, and that's why there are so many members lurking around the vicinity just to find Art, and he is the threat right now. It's no more Fade because he can dish out the damage, but again there is a skirmish, a little bit of poke coming on. Zausen is slow, he can get out, does have the immortality, so he should be okay, but he needs to recall back, meaning Busan Esports have bought them some time to try and take this lot down, but it's very high HP, so they need all of their members to be around. But Fate, he can do it. He can do it. He can put the pressure constantly to have 2 or 3 members respond to that slow push happening up top. But at the same time, we are looking almost a 40 minutes gameplay, man, because they are not really trying to do any kind of extra activities around the map. They're really thinking every possibility, every kind of simulation that they can in their head to find a possible best solution. But again, another skirmish here. Zausen wants to find the poke. Maybe the Creator wants to go in against Raren, a target, but he will be able to dash out. Up top though, maybe the Creator and the Creator both there.
Okay, they're trapping it up, but it will be a little bit of fight. Unstoppable will come up for Aaron the Creator here.
Oh, respect.
Respect goes in with the puncture, but it comes out as well. It's just a poke.
Yeah.
They got the kill. Why you want to lose out a lot? I mean, you know that
too much to lose out, right? You should not be losing out, but the flickers have been baited. The slow push onto the side of Team IGN, meaning, again, like I've been saying, this is the gameplay of the macro. This late game, this is where these teams will be tested to their utmost limit, and this is what a good game should be. Let's see how it goes out, how it stands out. Both the teams want to take the jungle, take this lawn. Art is down, 40 seconds away, 4v5 situation, and Team IGN might be able to do something here with the member advantage, but a lot of sustain coming out from the side of Busan. They're trying to look for a possible Lord dance, but the retribution is available for both the jungler. The Lord gets reset, and they're still trying to do a lot more. Let's see what happens.
Of course, and you can see that there is a half health onto the Lord, but it's more like okay, the hard guard comes up, the Lord with the knockoff, puncture coming in, the Toros as well, respect still trying his way in between 3 members. We can see engage, immortality pops out, Senju finds the kill here onto respect. It's a free win for the Lord because IGN except doesn't have their jungler in it. Creator going Alice goes back into the safe position. Immortality popped up. Let's see what's happening. Baby Spider comes up. Bluff
Okay.
joins the team right out of the team. Force there's a tornado dealing a lot of damage. But what is happening? What is happening? Raren going for that split. Going for the back door once again. Wish forced out. It's just one member. Look at Raren. The time. He's about to go for it. He's about to clear the base. He's about to lock it down to make sure that they will be tied up the game. Okay, Zozen comes down, but I don't feel like he will be defending the base because it will be Raren with the strategy of backdoor securing the base.
All hands hail to Raren. This time he finds the way, he finds the right decision. The team fight full blown out, but at the very end, the difference maker will be Raren this time, ending the game, making sure he gets the W for this best of the series. The score is draw, ladies and gentlemen. It's 2-2. Both the teams have 2 points each. The best of 7 is full swing. 35 minutes gameplay just for 4th game. The 5th game awaits us. Let's see what will take place. But with this, we will be going for a short break, bringing you the action really soon. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Stay hydrated, and as we be back.
They call me a hero because I
Your
saved my
team is
nation from
banning.
falling apart.
To me,
Your
fun
team
is all that
is
matters.
They call me a hero because I saved my nation.
See how it goes, but again,
is all that
I would
matters.
love to welcome you all. You are watching the Grand Fest 1 presented to you by the MEX FEAI, and this is the MOBA 5v5 category that you are watching, the grand finale of what we call the ultimate showdown of these teams, the top teams in India, traveling from various parts of the country to come here
Let's hear
and
for the
showcase
crowd.
their skills.
Make some
The score
noise for
is 2
yours
for 2,
truly.
IGN 2, Busan Esports 2. This will be game number 5, but it's still a long way to go. Let's see which team will find more success as we go soon into the drafting section here already. You can see the bans taking place, and like you know, I am going to be the caster for this game. My name is Shinbei, and
Your
I
team
am
latest
here with
inventions.
Mr. Ashtizi. So let's see.
Hello guys,
Hey!
I'm Mr. HTZ for now because HTZ is off right now and I have no idea where HTZ ditched us, guys. Yes, you're watching this live on there in the Ardeng Drama Hall, and of course HTZ, we want him to be with us, but I mean, yes, he's with us. I was joking. Yeah, I actually, guys, I am not a caster anymore, but I'm the streamer particularly. But you want to know why I'm here? Because I want to thank each and every one of us for joining the stream. We know that there might be times when there's a technical issue, some glitch, and anything can happen. But still, you keep on understanding us and watching
got
and
'em lined
supporting,
up in
and
my
obviously
sight.
the like and the
Team
share.
is
It
banning.
means a lot to us. Keep doing that as more interesting matches on the way. And just for an eye-opener, I just wanted to point out a few things that is that this tournament is not just a single tournament. It is a multiple gaming tournament where Mobile Legends, 5v5, BGMI, ECHESS, and even the real-life board chess is being played along with our favorite FC, and that is again both PC and mobile again. So I just wanted to clarify that.
Experience
On top
the
of
euphony
that,
of
we
suffering.
are
Experience
doing
the
live
euphony
streams
of
here in
suffering.
Ardeng Drama Hall itself. So that's all from my side. I'll be signing off, but here's your star boy. Here's the guy who have a contact with the alien, Ash Official.
No protection.
Thank you so much, Malta, for the beautiful intro. We were missing you in the casting deck, but I know you'll be there always
Magic
with
is
us
my
because you're
life.
here streaming out the perfect thing for our fans
Magic
so
is
that they
my
can actually
life.
view the beautiful gameplay of this 10 players, the 10 monsters today. But talking about monstrous gameplay, let's say Senju and Fate, this guy, even 27 Swarmers as well.
Yeah, man.
This guy literally changed the whole game. And Raran, one motive. Let's go. Bring the base. Up
I
the
am
ground.
not the only
Take
one
the game.
bound by
Yeah,
these
man.
chains.
And
I am
again,
not the only one
This
bound
is the
by
game, you
these
know. I
chains.
think we are seeing the ultimate test for these teams, right? It's different.
Okay.
It's different playing from home, but it is absolutely amazing playing at the LAN, right? And you can see the teams, they're playing next to each other. They are testing the water. They can, see what is good, the live reaction when they are making those plays. So here comes 2 more picks from the side of the Busan Esports. They pick up the Harith, they pick up the Phobias. Really good. The counter to each other, not each other, but the counter to the Harith is the Phobias, right? They do not want the counter to be in the side of Team IGN. But I think Esmeralda could be a very good option out here if they want to go it, because the Bugs is already in their side. So there is no hero with anti-heal ability out there. They can build items, but
Always
it's
on the
not
way.
enough for other things.
The stars
At the same time,
conspire. Always
when
on
the
the way.
Lucian is
To me.
open, could be a really good option. And
born by thy
here
wish,
they go with the
guided
Matilda.
by
I like
lantern's
it.
light.
And the Lucian too. Really good picks coming in. The mid control is looking really good here, man.
Of course, I mean, you got the Jushin, you got the Matilda Airlines with the Baksha as well. I mean, this is the utility pick coming out from DABXIG, and they're totally going without any fear. They know that if a Jushin comes up in the side of Team Busan Esports, it might hinder the Baksha a lot. Therefore, they just prioritize it for their side. And Rich said yesterday, like, if the Jushin is open, I'll not let anyone take that away. So he just picked it up for him, and Matilda will be a beautiful support towards the Bakshi as well as to the backliners as well. Because if they were, getting trapped in the
Detective
competition,
Frederick
it might
on
be
the case.
taking them
See
away
value
from
in me?
win as well. So now the
You
second
should.
banning phase is coming up. 2-2 is the score. It's a tie going here in this BO7 series. 2 more wins for both the teams. If they wants to grab up the champion title, if they wants to become the champion of Grand Prix Season 1, they need 2 more wins. Last 2 big fights. They need to grab it on. They need to bring it on. So all the best to all the 10 players. You will show your A+, your ace gameplay today, of course. Second banning phase. Moscow got banned here by Busan Esports. Obviously, you don't want the creator to grab up the Moscow, but still now, the Harad being there are a lot of counters open, Shinryu. There is Beatrix as well. You can go with the Lunox, and the creator can go with the Lunox, and even though he's good with the Granger, but we can
My
just say
kiss.
the last game.
Will it grant
Backdoor entry.
immortality
All the objectives goes
or
out of the
death?
hand of IGN. That's what the main reason they lost the game, because
My
every
kiss
time they were
grants
winning
you
the fight,
immortality
they were making a goal lead.
or
The
death.
objective securance play from MOBA Raren was just, compensating it beautifully.
Like I said, like the last game was a test of endurance. Both the teams going for that very extremely late game, 35 minutes game without the inhibitors, slow push taking place towards the side of IGN, constant pressure from Art, and that last team fight which broke all the limits, all the threshold for that balance that was maintained, whether both the teams were very, very careful not to get taken down.
Sun
with that
rises
kind
when
of,
I give the
Your
word.
team is
pressure
cooking.
where the rest of the teams cannot actually the rest of the players
Sun
cannot
rises when I
handle.
give the
So,
word.
at the same time, I think this
Among
time
the
very
planes
difficult. The Art
exists the
Your team
equilibrium.
is
actually gets banned this
Which
time.
I
Really good
was
option.
made
Farsa is
for.
banned, so no more mid pressure from Shenzhou. At least he can pick up the Kimi if he wants to. Still an option for him. Last game it did work. If he wants, he can go for something more with the range. The Novaria could be an option. I think even the Eve.
Among the
Louis, not
planes
Louis, but,
exists
okay,
the
Eve,
equilibrium,
Eve could be a very good option
which
here.
I
They
was
opted for
made
that.
for.
And apart from that, I think what other options could IGN go for the EXP lane? Like I mentioned, the Esmeralda could still be a very good pick. There is the mid lane Eve, right? She gives free shield and she
The
can go
night
by. Esmeralda
sky
can go in
tells
and easily
all.
take it down. And I think that will be a really good hero. And
The
for Alan the
night
Creator, he can go
sky
for the
tells
Moscow,
all.
but it will be very difficult to play against that. The Esmeralda comes through, like I mentioned. But I think if not the Moscow, Moscow is banned actually. Never
Yeah.
mind. So the Moscow
Beatrix.
is not there. Beatrix carry, not
It's
really
our
the carry. Somewhere the
showtime.
range goes in and it's more of a
Come on,
defensive hero
Dexter.
maybe.
It's our showtime.
Okay. The defensive, not the defensive hero, but the hero that can actually really go in and out with the BMI. Blazing Duet. What works pretty well.
Beautiful, beautiful picks coming out from the side of IG next step. I hope one more healer is needed for the side of Busan Esports at this moment. It might be a Kalea pick coming out from them, because they will actually do a good combo with that veteran. But that's the thing, MOBA Raven. Now, not just prioritizing his ace picks, his comfort picks. He's not even watching out those assassins, because he's ready for his comfort, his utility picks every time. Bakshia fed, and we have seen this same matchup in the third game, and it was Busan Esports who managed to secure the win. This time, this last pick, I want to see a Kalea Art with a
Fight! Fight
I
for
don't
the
think so.
ultimate
Yeah,
answer.
which
Fight for
works
the
really
ultimate
is-
answer.
You can see these heroes, they can go for easy purify. There is the one Hilda to save them down. The Hilda, good option, but a lack of CC, man. I don't see too much of a crowd control ability. The Phobias can give a knock up. There's a taunt from the Fredrin, but that's about it. This might be a slowdown from the Eve and the Lock when she uses RWF, but apart from that, where is the Lock skills? Where is the skills where they can actually stop them from doing a lot of the damage, because there's a Claude who's going to cancel them out. There's an Esmeralda who's going to stop them.
You have the lock skill, you said that. You're totally right. But what about this Eve pick? I'm not sure about it, because you said yeah, the burst will be there. It can burst out the Bakshia as well. But the Bakshia does have the roller coaster. He can just move out and go to the immobilize. The stationary Eve when she was being in the T pose, giving that RWM. He can go and hinder her out. Even the BMI can help. He goes into the Eve's ult, dealing the damage. executing out the Eve and comes back. So I believe like
5
Senju should have
seconds
been
till the
something
enemy
else
reaches
rather
the
than
battlefield.
Eve. But here we are,
Smash
guys,
them.
ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to MEA
troops
FEAI Grand Fest
deployed.
Season 1, game number 5 at the grand finale BO7 series going on. It is IGNX Dab going against Busani Sports. Right now, if I'll give a little bit of recap, it is like 2-2 is the score. The first two game has been dominated by IG, and then we saw a reverse, a redemption, a comeback from the Busani Sports. They just got into the online and they managed to secure 2 wins. So now, I mean, whoever wins will set a match point for the next game.
Absolutely, they will set the match point, and this is again, last game it was the equilibrium in the game, this time it is equilibrium in the points, right? So we need to see how this one will turn out. But talking about the draft, let's break it down a little bit, right? The mid lane duo, the Mathilda plus the Zushin has a lot of rotation as well as control with the Crimson Beacon at the same time. So let's see how does that go. So this is a very well thought draft. The rotation will be good. Like this time the Farsa is not there though, but at the same time I feel there's a lot of ways for team IGNs to find a window, find an angle to take those engages. But at the same time, damage output will be pretty good with the magic in check from Fate and by Shenzhou. The only thing is that the front liner needs to sustain. That's why the Hilda is there. She can sustain a lot. That's why there is the Phobius who can actually go in and do the annoyance, right, with the Infernal Pursuit. But at the same time, you can see Witch, annoying art, taken low, still holds on to his flicker, but the flicker from Shenzhou has already been burned up. So that will be a prime target that they can go for in the next turtle fight. It's just 10 seconds away. Both the teams should try and set it up. However, IGN has a better control, has a better vision. Summers is here though, and even Shenzhou slowly making his way 3 seconds away from the turtle. Both the teams, they will see how they take this turtle dance.
The turtle dance, I might feel like it will be in IG inside. The Seeker already been made. They're zoning out perfectly from the back side. But what if Raren comes up with a retreat? He is not losing any neutral objective since the previous 2 matches we have been seeing it. See the zone coming up. Jushin giving a little bit of hindrance, but it will be the retreat guard. Respect securing the turtle there. And a gliding wave with the Appraiser's Wraith coming up there. Dealing a lot of damage, but first blood being secured by Respect onto the Phobius. 27 falls down. In the meantime, Respect goes down as well. Instant redemption comes up. The jungler for Busani Sports, Raren, goes out as well. GG execution, but still the fight continuing up. Just used his Diamond Force, goes back, but right now the position is so bad for Art. He might fall down here. Okay, he's just going for the retaliation. He's giving a little bit of fight as well, but due to the mobility, the reason, Hilda can go easily out.
Yeah, and the power of the wilderness, making sure that he can heal back up. He still has sustain, so he's still standing. 2 for 1 is the trade. IGN won the turtle, making it a 3 trade, getting them a 1k goal lead at the 3 minutes mark. The score will be not really mattering so much because the kills are on towards the tankier members, not only the damage dealer, which got the assist. Adam the Creator was not even part of the team fight, Fates too. And from the side of team Busani Sports, the kill went to Shenzhou, so that's a good part. He needs those, early itemization to actually shred down the HP from the bugs, from the Esmeralda. So it's very, very important that he gets the item quickly, because the sooner he comes online, the better is for Busani Sports. However, Art is doing a good job zoning the members out, but at the same time, he needs to be wary of the fact that Witch can punish him. He can stop the mobility, he can stop him from running away. And at the same point, the gold lane is completely unchecked. Both the teams should be making their way, try to just punish them out in the early on as soon as they can, because the second turtle is already here. We'll soon reach into the 4.5 minute or the 5 minute mark, and from there on, even the holy, not the holy, but the gold plating will fall off, meaning the advantage from the gold, extra gold plating will not be there anymore. So even if they try to push, then they'll not get too much, but Alan the Creator.
Okay, the Crimson Bacon popped up as well. In the meantime, we can see a little bit of skirmish going in the mid side. The Circling Eagle comes up. He finds his way back, but the Infernal Pursuit, unlimited it is. 27 going in there. The turtle come up. So dismantling from the fight. It doesn't got any scratch, any casualties here, but the turtle fight. You can wrap it up.
Who's gonna grab it up is still a question, right? Because both the teams are still lurking around the pit. You can see Southern already opening, but the positioning from which is very good. Art trying to go for a poke.
Okay, it's just a little bit of poke, and you can say that turtle dance might be falling out. Appraiser's Wait with the retreat. MOBA Raren fight the turtle there, and now the fight's coming in. The Jushin giving a perfect CC, but look at Summon Force by Fate. He goes in. A little bit of Synchrono Fusion as well. The Chrono Dash is coming up. 2-man down with the Esma. 3 trade onto you, and we just not give a single one to them in this turtle fight. Busan Esports dominating their way. Just at your home until that is.
Yeah, they're still punishing and also taking the farm away from the hands of Respect. He has got taken down twice, but Adam the Creator will find the first tier down board, and I think Busan might find the first tier up top. So it's a cross-map play. They're doing very good. But in terms of the last objective team fight, it was Team Busan Esports clearly winning it out, getting 2 kills plus the objective. Take good retribution from Raden. He's making sure he's getting his team the extra bit of gold that they need. And with this, Busan Esports will have the goal lead at their point, at their part, and this means the economy should give them a bit of lead in terms of items. However, IGN also a team or a lineup with this composition who requires a lot of the items, and without them it's very difficult. You can see Fade trying to go in aggressive, but he still needs 3 items, right? His power spike is the 3rd item. It's like how we talk about the golden trinity, how Ray mentioned a couple of moments ago. So that is what he needs. At the same time, the damage output solely is relying on to Adam the Creator for the later part of the game. Yes, Mirio can deal damage, yes, which can give the utility, but the main damage dealer would be Adam the Creator, so
Yeah.
we need to farm him up. But we are almost, while we talk about all that, the 3rd turtle is not too far away in this spawning from the map, but Shenzu as well as Summers making sure the mid lane is in check. Raden is also joining the fight. I think another fight seems very plausible here, but IGN, they're playing it safe. Fate is here. They're not taking any engage or any initiation before the turtle comes in. They're putting a good setup. IGN, they're not really looking for to contest for this. Might be a free turtle given inside of Busan Esports.
Certain for them, but I feel like the zone might be coming up. Look at Aaron, he's just grabbing up those macros, just split pushing at this moment. The trade, just look at the trade, and he's taking out the first year, and you're just losing out the objectives. GG, back
Bot
off.
lane, bot lane though, bot lane. Look at
bot
that.
line, yeah.
Oh, it's okay. It's a 2v1 though, but just a bit of poke, right?
Lava
But,
golem. Okay, finds his way, zoning out perfectly onto MOBA Raden here.
Okay,
a little bit of, CC coming out there. I feel like he will get a little bit of stuck as well, but follow-up comes up by Crisis. He goes in with a chroma dash preparation will come up. Killing spree for Senjo. Esma falls down. Mirio it is. But what can you do? I mean, you just thought that you can give up. I mean, you can take up Raren, but then the follow-up from Senju and Crisis was so good. And the magic penetration when they had it, you know that he got the true damage of Talent's guys. Still,
that was instant regret from Mirio the Creator, man. He just thought he could do something, but then the bomb came and he went down to the ground, right? So he got the, he could just test the water, how much he can do, but again, Zhaozen is actually getting a bit of his HP jogging down by Art. You can see the pressure slowly building towards the side of Team IGN, right? The game slowly shifting its gear towards Busan Esports. They are able to maintain almost a 2k goal lead at this point, and this will slowly make sure that their lineup comes online pretty earlier than Team's IGN, because the next lot is not too far, and with the next lot coming in with almost, you can see 2 for 2 turrets here, it's like we are seeing a mirror gameplay, but the gold is the only difference maker along with scoreboard, but the scoreboard doesn't really matter that much when it comes to the team fight, right? It could be anybody's game, the ball could be hit by anybody. It's just like how hard the impact is of that engagement. You can see the positioning so well from Busan. They're trying to cut any rotation towards the top side. They're trying to find a second tier up top. And again, IGN, they're opening it up, trying to clear the waves, but Adam the Creator is all by himself down board. Lord 9 seconds away. They need to make for that, and they need to put up a good setup. IGN, they should try and contest for this one. However, they kind of lack the firepower. They should just hold it on for a little longer, but should they give a lot freely to the side of Busan Esports once again? Is the question here, Ash, but I don't see there's not much window for them to go in, but if it's still happening, it might be a very big, respectable retribution coming from Team IGN's jungler.
just put the blade armor to you, and this is a literally beautiful build coming up. Okay, the Sucking Eagle just got used. Infinite Pursuit coming in. He's just holding up the way. Roma Rarin finds his way for the Lord there. A free Lord coming up. Still the skirmish going in. Jushin just comes up for the follow. RWM pops up. Beautiful positioning. Senju finds the kill here. On to Respect. The jungler falls down with the Lord into your hands. It's an easy way for Busan Esports. They're just dominating the way. Look at there! Senju with the double! On to Esmeralda. Mirio just got down. Just went to the heaven.
He Went to the heaven, the void blast. This time the counter is actually getting counter. Esmeralda was supposed to counter this high shield hero, and one more tier falls. The mid lane second tier is on the verge of being targeted by Fate, but he should be getting back. He has less mana. The Lord is up top. They need to sink the waves. You can see he's just waiting for his holy crystal here, so he can even amplify the damage much more. And for Summers, he's just going for the tanky build. Most of their heroes are going for the tanky builds to just do up the damage, like I mentioned, right?
Just one question, Shinryu.
Yeah.
Don't you feel a Nathan was needed here in the hand of Iron the Creature?
Could have been a very good option, but then again, too much of magic damage. When 4 of their heroes are already magic, they needed something physical. That's why the Claude is there, right? So you cannot you cannot change the decision making already, right, with the draft here. But Holy Crystal comes in. And
Holy blessings.
Gone. Both the holies going in and out at the same time. The Lord gets defended here, but this is the gateway for Busan Esports to try and pressure, because you know they have the minion advantage. Another set of minions are coming the way. Aaron is trying to clear it out. There's Zaman Force out.
Dash.
Cannot even sustain the damage at this point. You can see, right, he is the tranky front line, and even Aaron the Creator is zoned out. Mid lanes, it's like twin flame inhibitor is getting pressured by more minions coming in. All the Holy Vision goes down, man, and Aaron the Creator needs to play it safe. He needs to find a bit of success because he's 0-0-0. He's not really taking in the team fight, meaning he'll not get the gold. So let's see how it will be there. But again, if IGN lose this one, it will be officially the point where they can just give the advantage towards the side of Busan Esports. I hope IGN can find a way. However, it's very good for Busan Esports, right? They can maintain the space, they can maintain this momentum and find a game secure for their side.
But there you go, a skirmish happening, Infernal Pursuit coming up, Scuffling Eagle as well, Jushin falling off your bitch, but he's battling their way. Okay, 27 goes in with Infernal Pursuit, Crimson make it popped up. 27 goes down as well, and the respect.
Oh, turn around!
He might go for the triple at this point. 7-4, come upon by Crisis here, going for the chrono dashes as well, Synchrono Vision, but the real true damage finds us casually here. Trade comes up before the Lords. Still they're taking up a fight. They're going on to Saint at this moment. They just prioritizing the backline here. Saint well be taking a monster. My goodness, Crisis wants to get going in. Security to video. And falls down by Bitcher. In the meantime, we can see Red goes down by Bitch. It's happening there, but Bitch will be falling down by Fate. Fate changing the fate here for Busan Esports. He will make sure that his team will be winning Grand Prix Season 1.
Oh my god, the game is not over yet. This was such a highlight gameplay from both the sides. Fate definitely making sure they're still in this game. They still maintain the momentum that they're in. And this Lord will be going in the hands of Busan Esports, making sure the Lord will be marching. However, Aaron the Creator finally joining the team fight, getting some assists, getting some kills, and finally showing that damage he can output. But the problem is, this was already too late. His teammates was wiped out, and from here on, the Lord is marching from the middle lane here.
You might be the creator, but I am the one who will change the fate here. This is what the statement from Busan Esports goal laner. Everybody is calling out the creator as the gold standard, but is it true? Because Fate is giving that prime Inhibitor falling down. Fate! Down. There you go. There you go. 7 goals in. Jushin falling down. As well onto Miriam with this recall spamming on. It will be Team Busan Esports securing another win straight on a way. 3 for consecutive wins, and they will be leading the way.
Oh my goodness, this is the river sweep you are looking at. IGN, despite winning the first 2 games, will incur 3 losses back to back to back, and the score sits as 3-4-2 with Busan Esports leading the charge, leading the game. Let's see what the next game surveys, ladies and gentlemen. With this, we will come to an end game number 5, but game number 6 awaits us. The decision-making game awaits us. Will it be an end or will it be a start of a game number 7? Will be the question. Let's see the answers, what it is. But with this, we'll be going for a short break. Stay tuned and see you on the other side. The festival is up, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Grand Fest, not only of Mobile Legends, but right now the only talk will be of Mobile Legends because you're watching the MOBA 5v5 category, the grand finale of the MEX FEAI, and this is where the story will end for IGN and begin for Busan Esports, or maybe IGN Esports paint it or create a magic for themselves. So let's see how it turns out, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is the game number 6 for this best of 7 series you're looking at, and Team IGN, they are trailing behind by 1 point. However, Busan Esports, they're looking happy, they're looking comfortable, and they're looking closer to the victory. Let's see what it is as we move into the drafting section. This is gonna be a neck-to-neck battle. One more game is all it takes for Busan, but 2 more for IGN. The story could not have been more I think, intense from here on, right? So let's see how it goes out. But again, I'm gonna introduce you to myself. I'm Shinryu. I'm gonna be the caster for this game, and I'm joined by Ash TZ to bring the ultimate hype that you guys saw. Maybe you guys are already making sure you know his voice. So let's see how it goes, Ash. But at the same time, the bands, Fate will not get his hand onto the Hadith, nor will Adam the creator.
Of course, I mean, last time Aaron the creator went for his comfort, then Fate's been like, okay, let me show you my comfort.
Yeah, let me show you my comfort.
So it's so good. I mean, even like if you cannot give all the credits to Fate. There was MOBA Raren and there was Senju as well. Senju was totally, I mean, bursting out from the backline. His position was so great. You know, the main thing about Eve is your positioning while you are casting out the RWM. And that's the main thing he was doing all the time. His positioning was so safe. He was not getting marked by anyone. And that's the reason I was saying from the very beginning that why Medio is not going on to. I mean, Eve is the one who's
no
slowing
protection
you down.
from the
Eve
rocks.
is the
Need
you need
no
to take
protection
care of the
from the
backliner.
rain.
I mean, you do have 2 backline divers. You have the Baxia with you, as well as you have the Esmeralda with you, but none of them just went for that. And I mean, I can say that thing, but then a thing flashed in my mind.
Detective Frederick on the case. See value in me? You should.
Tanky and chunky members, but this time once again MOBA Raren. We call him MOBA Raren. He's the MOBA Zane of India. First 2 matches he went for the assassin. He became a Rairi, but now he is MOBA Raren because he is going for his utility picks. 3-way wins, 3 consecutive wins in a way, and with the utility picks, he's securing the objectives, he's securing the kills, he is giving a tough wall type situation, like he's being the sustain out there.
Absolutely, man. I think Raren getting one of his comfort pick is really good, but so does Aaron the creator getting his grandeur, and Witch finding the charm for the first 2 games, that is the KMA onto his hands once again. And I feel this is a good start from the draft from both the side. A lot more heroes are yet to be picked. The far side is open. The range advantage will be there. The taunt plus range is looking really good. The mid lane combo is still fine. We need to see what will be the roamer. That's going to be really important. But at the same time, they need a good engaged tool. Yes, the Kalea works. This is a classic combo that we are looking at. Kalea plus Farsa is like the instant pick off and the burst damage. Doesn't matter the range. You can just pick them off. Easy take out from the map. But what really matters here, Ash? The heroes for Fate and also for Mirio, because these 2 needs to be the main playmakers. For Fate, he can go for the Lapu Lapu, even onto the goal lane, and for Mirio, he can take the Lapu Lapu onto the EXP lane. Last time the Esmeralda did not work the best way we were looking at, but Zhao Zhen is making sure that he can put the pressure with the Grok. Again, strong mid duo from both the sides. Good clear, good rotation, and a very good pressure for those objective takes.
I mean, he went for those airlines, but this time he wants again that Grok into his hand. But
he wants the road line this time, man.
He got the road line. He got the mountain line.
Okay.
We're in the uphill right now, so he got the mountain.
He's making sure that Aaron does not miss his hills, man.
Yes, of course. But the main thing is, I was thinking like, will it be a Gatotkacha or a Grok? Then he just picked out the Grok here. They do have the Kimi. Are they planning for going once again with a utility like a Kai or something that? Or they're planning for a Lancelot here because it is open, and you know Lancelot against the Fredrin do work sometimes, because even though the taunt comes up, the Lancey with a utility build with the brute force and quick swing, that too works against the Fredrin. And if you got the early game spike, you can actually bust it
The
out.
night sky tells all.
Do you see what
The night sky tells
you too,
all.
Malsam, bro. Ishanchin is getting banned in all the matches.
Yeah, I mean, you know what?
Mechanics gap.
You know what, man? I feel one more thing is the fact the side lanes is really important. Like I mentioned, Fate
Thorns
as well
remain.
as 27
Should
are the main
petals
four.
fall?
The Lancelot, like you mentioned, will be banned. They know respect. Having
Kai?
that Lancelot will be really detrimental to their lineup, their composition. Even the Kai is taken off, meaning the zoning capabilities with the roam, not the roam, but the jungle Akai is completely off the table for Team DABX IGN. At this point, what are the options? The Joy could be one of the options, but I feel it's a bad hero against the Fredrin, right?
Yeah.
And even the Farsa can punish him out, but it's just the mobility that really matters. At the same time, there's some good heroes to go for. I think the Hayabusa could be a good option, but it's like you need a really stable pick, but what other options can they go for? Okay, Guinevere, hey, that's a good one. The Guinevere can do really good against the Fredrin, locking him at one place while the team can burst them down, and he can mark more than one member at a single time.
Farsa is also vulnerable to the
Yeah.
so
I've
it's
been
like
waiting
a good
for too
pick
long.
coming out
Forcing
here.
a Purify.
So do you think forcing out the Purify, but do you think the Farsa is going with the Purify or the Flicker?
Ooh,
But
okay.
carry coming in, guys. Oh, everything is settled. Miria, the star boy, going for the R-Lot. And there you go, Fate with the carry and 27 with the Uranus. It's like the counter and the comfort. Everything is settled. 6th game it is. You need to pull it out, IGN, to go for the 7-game decider. That is the Heaven's Call. If it is Bushan Esports, they'll just secure the win and grab up that sexy prize pool, waiting for them because they're just one win out for that prize pool.
Yeah, man, let's see how it turns out. We will take one last look at the draft before we head into the game. This is match number 6, a potential game point for the side of, not for game point, the match victory for Busan Esports, and a comeback story that can start from here for DAB X IGN. Whatever it be, ladies and gentlemen, we'll soon head into the land of dawn, and Ash, please take us into it.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your boy STZ sharing the stage with Shinryu. Maybe this will be the last game, but this is, MEAX FEAI Grand Fest Season 1. We are right now witnessing one of the legendary match of our tournament. That is the grand finale, and it is between Team Busan Esports, formerly known as Anarchy.
Sacred Shrine. Indeed.
Eliminators.
But the members are different this time, right? It's like not a complete full lineup. They have Summers, they have Shenzhou, they're from a different lineup. So this is a rebranded, like you
know what?
You can just call this a Busan Esports man at
Busan
this point.
Esports,
Yeah, man, this is a Busan Esports.
This is Busan Esports, but you know what? This guy, 27, he never let me feel like the absence of rom-com. Or Senju never let me feel like the absence of leader as well. These two are playing so well. Even like the substitution Hope, who plays for Fate. I mean, you know this thing. Fate was giving his exams. He's like the MS Dhoni. Was giving his exam and then coming by the train, joining the team, and just take them into the grand finale. And right now they're in the verge of winning.
Imagine the story he can tell, man. Imagine it's like, I came in, I played one game, and we are in the grand finale, man.
Yeah, he can tell this to his kids.
Exactly.
Okay, I've done this. I just went in, win the grand finale. We won the championship, and there is that. I just changed the whole fate for IGN.
Exactly. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we'll see this game rolling out already. You can see we are in the Land of Dawn, as both the teams will just make the normal rotation that they are keening on towards making. Farsa will give the support to the side lane, making sure the gold lane is unchecked, right? And Shenzhou has done very good job with the Farsa in a couple of games, even with the Kimi, right? Both of them are having 2 of their comfort picks, 2 of their strong heroes. At the same time, is the eyes on the side lanes. Both Summers as well as Miri the creator are the people who will give the zoning a lot more, and especially I think the gold laner Fade this time going for the carry, knowing the fact he does not have the best range, but still I think that's a good hero. 3 purifies though on their side, meaning that they are afraid of the Arlot, they are afraid of the Guinevere, and especially they're afraid of the Grog that can give the good engage. But 2 purify even from the side of team IGN, and more so over on to Aaron the creator, so he cannot reposition once they get engaged on.
Yeah, of course, and now it's like they want to play it slow. They will be waiting for that neutral objective to come up, and then they will dictate the fight, because they don't want to throw the goals a lot more in the early phase. Because you know, like if you're giving the early spike to the veteran, it will not be a good case. As well as that same goes for the greenie as well. But that's the most important thing is with the Guinevere, you need to position yourself so good that you can go for the special migration. The synergies should be that much heavy. You can go for a good team fight.
Absolutely, but yeah, you know what? All that while, the turtle will be up. We are 2 minutes into the game. Both the team will try and look for a setup. Gold lane though, 1v1. Carry just trying to poke even the grandeur. But who's gonna get the turtle? The first neutral objective is still the question. Rarin already choking into 50% HP. Respect is in the vicinity. Aaron the creator. Not Aaron the creator, it's Miri the creator. Actually going in.
Yeah, look at Bitch. He's giving a continuous damage here. Might be getting the first blood before the turtle fight. Now he managed to go back at the perfect timing. But still the skirmish going on, and here you are guys, Aaron the creator joining the turtle fight. Tsunami slam happened there, a little bit of poke coming in as well from Witch. Continuous burst. Okay, they baited out the flicker. Free turtle for IGN.
Yeah, free turtle completely zoned out. Busan is forced, and boom, there goes the tectonic charge. Takes away Summers out of the map. And that's a good trade right after they take the turtle. Good conversion. This is the conversion that I talk about right every game. You take the neutral objective, you take the team fight, but you convert it into something. This time they are going really good, and the goal lead, which was slightly in the favor of Busan Esports, is now looking in the side of IGN. Not too much, not too great lead, but still a lead is a lead. If they can maintain this momentum, they can find more success. But at the same time, there's a good pick of availability from the Busan side. At the same time, Aaron the creator just picked up the Sky Piercer, meaning that he is trying to stack those early kills. The items are not really too much locked in. His passive is still far from away. We are just 3 minutes and 30 seconds in the game, right? We do not expect him to have insane amount of stacks already, but he's trying his way up. He will find that soon, but the rotation are gonna be really important for the side lanes, because they are pretty much of a stalemate. The matchup of the top lane is, you know, pretty much nobody gets taken down. They can just sustain and out sustain each other, but the bot lane, they need somebody to break the equilibrium out there, break the balance, because Fade does not have the best range. Aaron the creator has a lot of poke as well as range, but the walls from Zausen, the earthen rampart, is really making the rotation pretty difficult to be easily accessible for them to help the sidelines here.
Of course, indeed, you're totally correct about it, Shinryu. But the main thing is right now, it is like if you're going for the backline, you need to take care of this monster mage that is Witch. He's dealing a lot of damage, and yesterday we even see that thing against Lafukabi, what he was with that Kimmy, with that Sky Piercer. He grabbed up a triple, then in the end, even though it was a network issue, still he grabbed up that Savage as well. That was the only Savage of any FEAI Grand for Season 1 LAN event. I mean, LAN, of course. And in the playoffs, he was playing totally, I mean, rampage type of gameplay. Now you can say that the turtle, second turtle is here. Let's see how the zoning coming out here from Art. And before that final slash comes up, Feather Airstrike will be missing out the zone. And okay, the tsunami slam comes up as well. It will be the Mirio falling down first, but before that, the tectonic charge with the Braces Weight coming up. There you go! Bitch with the kill! The rampage event again happening here. He's giving the continuous burst. Is there a chance they will be grabbing up the turtle as well? Okay, the Fate joins the fight as well. Just a poke he gave. And the creature join up. Okay, there you go. A little bit of knockup coming in there. With that, there will be a trap mechanism, trapdoor mechanism coming in, and it will be out of the creature securing his first kill.
Yeah, man.
Okay, the slash coming in. Even though Mirio goes down, he comes back in the way that much longer the fight was.
Oh my god. fight goes just longer and longer. Some are still trying to chase down or just zone out the members. Aaron the Creator is low, and Fate is going back to his lane, try to get up the farm he left and also try to push the lane. But at the same time, the turtle is still a stalemate. Neither of the team is actually taking it down. Neither of the team is actually trying to find a test. But at the same time, Rarin is trying to start it off once again. Respect is near in the vicinity. If he wants, he can go in with the Violet Requiem as well as the Spatial Migration combo, but he is also getting zoned out by Art. I think they have to concede the turtle here, go back to the farming, not miss out on too much, but Aaron the Creator might find a turret freely down bot. It's really close.
Are you sure? Are you sure
man.
for that trade? Mid tier is falling down and you're grabbing up just a bot tier? That's
A trade is a trade, man. A trade is a trade. Like, it's better than nothing, isn't it? So it's still a good one, but they are leading in terms of kills, making them in lead of the goal a little bit, 100, 200, but still not that massive, right? And again, looking at the items, you can see which already picked up the glowing wand. Even that is same for Shenzu. Crary going for the Trinity build, making sure he gets the first item. Second item will be the golden staff, of course. But Aaron the Creator is also about to complete his Hunter Strike, making sure the damage is up.
The Special Migration with the Violet Requiem comes up is Aaron the Creator, securing the kill there. Watch out, way to start up the team fight. In the meantime, you can see Fitch coming up there, the continuous burst, but it will be one-way kill. No! Mirio! Securing a double! And can it be a triple? No! It's okay! 3 traded away!
Oh my god, the engage, the trade back, the reverse gameplay coming in, man. It's just too much. And Team IGN still leading in the goal department a little bit, but the kill is definitely on their side. So far, trades are really favoring the side of Busan Esports. They're not getting shut down. They're looking for Shenzu does have the Feather Strike to cover the distance, but Art every time is going for the engage. He can get few people up, but the problem is he cannot get back away. And even the Uranus is not so tanky in the early game, and even Fate requires the item to just shred the members down. So it's still a long way to go for Busan to find their power spike. They're trying really hard in the early game, which is not their domain, which is not their territory at this moment, but doing that repeatedly will put them at a disadvantaged position, because IGN have the early game with the Kimi, even the even the Guinevere can do a lot of damage in the early game, and Aaron the Creator has 2 stacks onto us, not 2 but 20 stacks onto us as Skypiercer, making sure that he can do a lot more when those time comes, right? Again, Thousand trying to open up the map. Fate finds the turret down bot. The Lord is already here. Knock off, flicker out from Thousand.
Yeah, a little bit of poke there in the mid side. But there's a very good thing, like why you're taking that fight. The Lord is where you should drone out, or maybe going to grab some macro for yourself. You cannot throw up the goals you made up right now, even though you are not so good with the objective securance, but still the goal difference is kind of a little bit onto you, so you can actually go for that. But look at that. Fate securing a turret, a little bit of team fight going on here. Feather Strike for the zone by Senju. He's keeping up the pace from the back door. Might be a chance that they can steal away this lot, because we're talking about the victory god respect, but today it is okay, a skirmish happened. Tsunami slam as well, it got purified there. Vic joining the team fight, doing a lot of damage from the backline. Finals last video goes in. Gary Fate finds a kill there onto respect. They find the kill of the jungler as well as the MOBA Rarin falls down. It's like the 2 junglers goes down, but still the chasing going on there. A lot of damage from the tier. The Uranus need to reason back and sustain it out. Vic going in, dealing a lot of damage onto him. Continuous burst to this. He's getting the reason, but I don't feel like he can go back. It's just an easy way to grab up that solo kill.
Yeah, man, 2 kills down. Lord is still there, but Busan Esports might just find it. The retribution from the side of IGN is still lacking, but it will be not reaching in time. Fate finds the Lord. It's still controlling the fate of this game. You can see they're trying to clear the waves out. Second tier was already pushed down the bot lane. In terms of objective, in terms of structures, Busan Esports are leading it, and he has already, is not even locked in the Trinity. You can see that he has just 2 items in. He's waiting for his DHS so he can deal even more damage, but the first tier from the top might really fall soon, and yes it does. Aaron the Creator takes it down, but Fate wants to go in.
An overextension? Yes it is. Aaron the Creator might be going back, but Mirio the Creator falls down. He took the revenge for his brother. He got the kill there, but in the meantime respect falls down. They have a special level for Aaron on 227, but in the meantime there's a engage. Look at Beach. He goes back, but there you go. The back door. The back door happens. Fredrin goes in there, giving a little bit of chance. The flicker pops up as well. They're dismantling themselves. They know they need to defend out the Lord there.
Overextension. Worry. IGN still have to worry about the Lord, which is coming or marching down the bot lane. Shenzu has a good positioning, which does not have a flicker. He has a vulnerable position, but even so, Aaron the Creator, neither of them has a flicker. They are on a Purify. They're still out there. Maybe the Creator is still there. IGN, they're full force 5 in around the pet. Shenzu, a bit too aggressive with this position, should be backing up at this moment. Yes, he does. But again, the rest of the crew is there. Fate is taking a bit of damage. He's too far ahead. Traction Pulse.
Feather Strike as well coming in, zoning out perfectly, but the Traction Pulse was about to secure the kill, but he managed to go back. This is the reason we are talking about, Princess Wraith got used to clear up the lanes there, but still, Busan Esports are leading the way. They have the upper hand to stay secure this win. IGN need to cover up the losses they're having. Really, the Creator is dealing the opening. Creating the opening, but this like follow-up is not coming out from Zozen perfectly.
Absolutely, man. Again, it comes down to a waiting game. 4-10 is the score, nearly the 12th minute of the game. Busan Esports have around a 1k, not even a 1k, it's just about 500 goal lead, 3 to 500, a little bit here and there, but still okay. It's not about the massive leads at this point. It's more about finding the proper engage, finding the proper members. For the side of IGN, they need to take down Fate. He does not have the Purify. That's a good information they should be having. And even Shenzu is one of the prime target. But you can see Aaron the Creator testing the water, testing the position, knowing the fact where the threat can come from, using the Death Sonata for his advantage to give the vision. But what?
Captain Solo onto the Grok, 2 damage. He told you this carry will be invincible. A time when reach up to the late game, she will get the full build, 2 damage will come up. Everything is doomed for IGN X-Tab at the point. More 30 just so less for Aaron.
He's not getting too much of the kills. Yes, he is being part of this team fight, but I think he's trying to play it a bit safe because he knows if he gets taken down, that will put IGN in a very tough position. The Lord is up, Thousand is up to IGN. They're not really looking to contest. Actually, they're looking to contest, but they're getting zoned out. Lord will be taken down.
Balls coming in. Feather Airstrike as well. Meteor falls down in the hand of the Fate. He goes in. There you go. 27 will be launching on to the Great Event. Comes up. 3 men left of it. They're dismantling their way because they know the Lord is coming in soon. They need to defend it up. Otherwise, they're doomed because it's the match point for the Busan Esports. They just need 1 more win. And IGN need 2 more wins. They need that reverse sweep here.
Absolutely. But IGN, they lost 2 members while they were trying to contest for that Lord. And this is a 3-man defense. But I think they will be back on the map, right? 2 seconds out. It should be they are up. And at the same time, IGN, they are really close from losing, really close towards losing this game. The mid-lane inhibitor will be falling, and the base with the Lord, Busan Esports marching it up.
But there you go, Bitch goes in with the continuous ball, secure a kill there. Feather Airstrike coming up. Senjo with the box, secure the kills on to respect. They're defending up the Lord, but it's the 1-for-1 trade. They secure the inhibitor. It's a good trade for Busan. They might open the base for them, and in the next Lord, they find the way to secure the base and secure the championship as well. This is the thing. This is the
Yes, but again, IGN defended the game. They are not losing it out. They're trying their best. They're trying their utmost limit as they can because they know they're really close from losing this game. They're not really having that advantage anymore. The ball is in the hands of team Busan Esports players, and if they want, they can just shift the game because Fate is being completely untargetable by them. There is no one who can reach towards Fate, and even if the Guinevere can, there is the Purify available. 1000 give an absolute phenomenal save, but there was nobody to follow it up. IGN is standing around 5 members, but Summer is taking all the damage down with Warren, doing a really good job when it comes down to just tank those damage, those continuous bullets that are coming out from which, yes, they have 2 marksmen, but neither of them are able to just take down this units. They can take him down, but there are more lineup. There are more members coming one after the other. You can take down Summers, you can take down Art, but what do you do about Raditz? What do you do about Shenzu, who has an insane amount of range, and even Fate, who can just deal that shred damage even to a hero like the Grok, who is really invincible when it comes to around the physical damage, right? But
you know,
cannot be stopped, right?
you know what, like Aaron the Creature was playing the winning lane though, but still Fate is kind of having the level up here, as well as the gold spike, the damage spike even in his hand. And this is the thing I was talking about, like this guy is so invincible with the carry as well. And you know, you have to tanky members, the Queenie Bear, even though he's going for that utility, but still, I mean, she is not that much sustained like Fedrin or Baksha. She can take it out easily with the carry. But this is the main thing, like right now the Lord is so important for both sides. Whoever grabbing it up, I mean, if Aaron the Creator, like IGN is grabbing it up, then it's a chance that IGN can pull up this game, can make their comeback, and show us a redemption here. But if it is Busani Sports, I feel like it's the end. Lot at half of health. Okay, Tsunami Slam happened in the back door. Tectonic charge onto nobody. But there you go. Special migration, and the Creator got a kill there. But it will be Fate securing a mega onto Video as well. It was a 1-for-1. The motor popped up for Zozen as well. This is so wrong, but they do have the jungler.
Yes, they do have the jungler. Both the teams. Rarin was trying to look for a taunt towards Aaron the Creator, but it still has this Purify. Both of the members, they have the Purify, but Respect still in the vicinity. Sunny Sports, they're trying to play the long game, trying and just choke out of Team IGN, but a good reset coming out from Respect. He will make sure the Lord does not get taken. They're waiting for Mirio the Creator to be back, but at the same time, Art will also be back. They got taken down around the same time, meaning it will be another 5v5, but the slow push, which is getting taken place by the minions on the mid lane, needs to be kept checked. This time IGN, they do have the advantage from the top and the bottom inhibitors to not get pushed to the mid lane, needs to constantly prepared. However, Sunny Sports have the luxury of time, have the luxury of those second tiers all standing intact. This is the battle of the endurance once again. It's like which team makes the first mistake, and the one who capitalizes on that will be winning it out. Let's see how it
They're
goes
putting
on.
pressure. They're putting pressure on the lane as well, and this is the main thing. I mean, you have the advantage. Okay, the wall comes up. Another knockoff. Tectonic charge coming in. Robin got the Lord there. Tsunami Slam happens. Senju with a feather strike, busting down here, but will not get any casualties. IGN full squad going back in the base will be trying to secure. I mean, defend this slot up for them, because if they are not doing it, they will be doomed.
They will be doomed, right? They will be doomed. There are more minions marching down from the sidelines, right? And Team IGN, they need to just defend this one. If they cannot, this is where it ends. This is the story. It either ends or it begins, Sash. Let's see what is who is the playmaker here.
Deflection coming in. Tsunami Slam from Art. Feather strike coming up. It will be MOBA Rarin securing a kill onto Mirio. 4 members trying their best to defend it up. Immortality popped up as well. They might defend it easily. Yep, they defend it easily because it's not the synchronization of the lane was not so good.
Absolutely, the synchronization was not good, but the damage output, despite being there, Sunny Sports are able to sustain it, right? Lord push, that is the third Lord of the game being defended by Team IGN. We are in the 19-minute mark. The evolved Lord will now be spawning, and this will give more advantage if Busan Esports take the next Lord. IGN, they are able to defend so far. They have a good wave there, of course, but they're throwing bodies, right? Mirio every time being taken down is not a very good sign. The rest of the team, even Respect, is falling time and again. That throwing the bodies is good, but if you're not able to convert anything, I mean nothing out of that, it's going to be really troublesome for IGN. At this point, Busan Esports, they're definitely having the momentum, and man oh man, Bristol being brought up again, meaning the damage which was already hurting. We heard it before. Mirio needs to be the man. He needs to be the center for this team fight.
Yeah.
Rock needs to follow that, but at the same time, they need to mark Shenzi and they need to mark Fate. So both of those heroes have completely unchecked. Let's see if they can do that. So 1 minute for the next Lord.
Blue team turret has been destroyed.
Skirmish.
Yeah, they're going for the skirmish. Violet Requiem comes up as well. Just have faith in Fate. He's still there standing in the back line, dealing those damages, but it will be a disruption. It will be the tectonic charge. Flicker all coming up by Zozen. In the meantime, we can see the veteran getting chunked out. Mirio falls down the hand of Fate. Beach with the continuous brought from the backline. Can anybody cut up? Yep! They're going in there, dealing a lot of damage on him. Feather strike from behind. It is Senju, but he might get caught up as well. Immortality popped up. Immortality got in the hand. They might. He finds the way for Ant the Creator, but it will be Grok. Zozen falls down the hand of Fate. It might be the fate of IGN to lose against Busan,
because they have only 2 members to defend it out. They're going for a straight mighty push here. Can it be the last push? Let's see what is happening. The tsunami slam. It is from out. Everything they're just throwing up. Bitch, we'll be securing a mega. Greeny falls down. Double for Bitch. And with this, the ultimatum is here. Busan Esports are the champion of MEA FEAI Grand Fest Season 1 with a reverse sweep.
The curtain is closed, the game is over. Busan Esports make the unbelievable happen. The dreams, the hope, the ideas and the prayers of IGN will come to an end, as it is Busan Esports will be the reigning champion for the Grand Fest 1 at the MEX FEI live at the Ardeng Duama Hall. All bow down to the king, all bow down to fate. This is his victory, this is Busan Esports victory. They will gain the throne, they will end the journey which we began, and with this we have the ultimate victors of the MOBA 5v5 category at the Grand Fest 1 getting over.
What a match, what a game, and what a way to execute this grand finale. Not a clean sweep, neither a 7 stressful game, but rather a domination coming from the side of Team Busan Esports. Although they might not be playing on their main lineup with all those great substitutions that they had, leading this tournament to an perfect ending. Thank you so much for watching this tournament. And as we all know, this is not just a single gaming tournament. Multiple gaming tournament is on the way, such as BGMI, football games, and of course the jazz is on the way. And of course your favorite person, Ruat Pui, is going to sing tonight. And along with the most awaited award ceremony at 7:30 PM soon in the Middle Esports Association. Buy one to release so much na.